they have flipped here live at the Ginky Memorial 2013. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool Magazine, representing NYCGrind.com, CNG Gas, here for the Predator Pro-Am Tour. Trevor Heel versus Stephen Wright. Square off. We'll square up in this, I believe, race to 7. I'll find out. Upstate Al's going to join me here.
Well, good morning, everybody from the East Coast. Upstate Al sitting in the booth. This is tough because it's a handicap system. Some of them are C's, some of them are C pluses, some of them are D's. So we got to try to get the information. We were going to attempt to have an online bracket, but we would need somebody to sit at the tournament board, and there's so many people running back and forth. It's tough to keep those online brackets up to date, but we're going to work on it, see if we can get it all hooked up. In the meantime, we'll take pictures occasionally and post those pictures up online, just in case anybody wants them. Hey, hi, Ron. Yeah, Bron is in the house. You can see her in the background shooting on table 13. I do have some of the brackets here on my laptop, but very hard to, like I said, call the matches. We're going to have to find out what they're racing to due to the handicap system. But I'll tell you what, Steinway, once again, it's packed. It was packed when we got here about 9:30 in the morning. You got 128 players walking around. You got a lot of pros still hanging around. You got Stevie Moore and a lot of pros just hanging around in the room here. They'll be set for Sunday. With the Open and pros go out, and that field is, I believe, almost filled, if not filled. I'll find out from Tony Robles.
James, you get one on table 4.
A weighted tournament with 128. How can the handicap be legit? Well, you know, a lot of these players played on Tony's 30 years, and they have them rated pretty good. Pretty good. He knows them. So, you know, you get to know your players. As far as a sleeper coming in and trying to get in here, you know how small the pool world is.
Table 26, Eddie Cruz and Sal Marcello even up on table 26.
I don't know if you guys saw the opening ceremony for this tournament as Tony was out there giving stories about the Gangster and how he ruled Tri-State, his achievements, and he's never seen somebody win so many tournaments on the Tri-State than the Gangster, as far as the Gangster's winning record on Tri-State. It's a nice ceremony. They had a moment of silence, and everybody, they had everybody break the balls for the first matches all at the same time. It's nice. Nice ceremony. Are we still online? Need some feedback. It looks like check 1, 2.
Table 22, Mike Strasburg, music first. Table 22, Mike, you get 1 on 7 on 32. Kim Meyer tournament please. Kim Meyer B.S. Right on table 2, July, and on table 2, July, you get 3 on 8 on table 2.
Check 1, 2. Check, check. There we go. right, guys, we're watching Trevor here and Stephen Wright. I don't know these players personally, but they are tied at 1, and we found out they're playing even, so it's a race to 7. Hey, Heather. Good morning. I'm not signed in to give you your blue skirt. I hope your foot is feeling better.
Number 12, Victor Knapple. Christian Smith, number 12.
All right, maybe we'll get Alvin to log in. Maybe Alvin will log in and mod up Heather Kurtz and some of our mods here. All right, let me look.
Christian, you get 1 and 7.
Give me a second, Heather. Oh, CMBWS, you got me by a hair. Good job. Good morning, Mr. Bob. I tell you, Tony Robles has some tour going here. You're looking at a lot of local players and people that come from afar. I'm talking to a couple of guys that came down from Boston who actually play on Tony's tour. And what amazes me is how they go up in handicaps. You know, it's not like where they're just laying down and waiting to snap off a major tournament. You know, Tony's got them training and playing in his tournament, most of his local tournaments during the month or whatever he has it. And it's amazing how all these players knew the gangster. You know, there was a full field of 128. And I believe there was like 10 to 12 people on the waiting list up at the front this morning, waiting to get in. What a great showing! What a great showing we have. And like I was saying before, but I didn't realize the stream dropped. A lot of you probably didn't catch the opening ceremony. It was pretty good. It was really, really good. Tony said a lot of great things about the gangster, as far as him being probably one of the strongest tri-state champions to knock down so many tournaments. I forget the exact number, but Tony says nobody's ever did it since. And before the tournament started, John Lehman and Tony Robles had everybody rack the balls, and they all broke at the same time. Pretty good. After a moment of silence, it was nice. Beautiful ceremony. If you missed it, everything's recorded, so you'll probably see it on the Inside Pool YouTube channel when Alvin and JR or whoever's going to upload it to YouTube. Andrew Cleary's in the house, too. Matter of fact, he's got the orange crush. He's dressed in the orange crush. Everybody that knew Ginky always knew that he was always well dressed for a tournament, and that's why they actually make the dress code for this tournament on a regular basis. So I'll be right back with you. 1 second here.
I won't play him.
All right, guys, welcome back to the 2013 George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. I'm Upstate Al, sitting in the booth along Ross. What's your last name, Ross?
Ross Lacey.
Lacey?
Lacey, that's right.
All right, there you go. He's also playing in the tournament, and he's won his first match.
Yep, I had a kind of a tough match against Dennis, and I had to give him 2-on-7. He actually got a 1-9 carom that he shot at, so I'm basically spotting. I got 3-on-7.
Right. Wow, that's
kind of tough action. Right?
Yeah, that's tough for the opening gate. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
race to 7.
Yeah,
Wow.
tough. But I came back and didn't let any rolls get to me. That's kind of like the key in my game, you know. Like,
yeah.
If you get a little bad roll, and you gotta come back from that. You can't let that bother. You gotta just shoot lights out still. And
so the handicap is fair. I mean, it's a nice system that Tony's got rocking in this tournament, huh?
Yes, I would say that on average, people are slightly overrated. On average, rather than underrated.
In general, the whole tournament, basically.
Yeah.
So he drives you to shoot your game, to step up your game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. What'd you beat? Somebody, high run out there wants to know, Dennis. Do you remember Dennis's last name? I happen to have it on the brackets, but it's locked away in my briefcase right now.
It's Dennis or Polo. Yeah,
No.
I wish. Yeah, right. Dennis, I want to say Chan. He's a strong player. He's won a Predator stop recently. So I was, it's tough. Those first matches in the morning. That's the toughest action.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you really want to know Dennis's last name, we do have the brackets posted as far as pictures. You can go in the live stream news forums, and we do have the pictures posted of the brackets as of yesterday. So you can find out.
Actually, I have it. I think.
Oh, there you go.
My little smartphone. Let's see. Dennis Lake, L-A-K-E, Dennis Lake.
Oh, okay, Dennis Lake. Ricky Lake's son or cousin?
I think so, probably. I have no idea.
The talk show host, Ricky Lake.
Yeah, I got you. I don't think they're related because Dennis Lake is actually he's Asian. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean anything, you know. 3-2, guys. 3-2 in this race to 7. Do you happen to know these players here?
I do. What are the players that we talked about?
You got Trevor Heel and you got Stephen Wright.
I know Trevor. He's a friend of a friend. He plays out of Amsterdam. Trevor does. No. Oh, is that Trevor? Oh, Stephen. Oh, you don't know which. I'm pretty sure Trevor is. This is Stephen. I'm pretty sure this is Stephen.
This is Stephen Wright shooting, guys, just to bring it to date. And inside the chat, you have the brackets that we posted last night, CMB, WSU, myself. So you can always sweat those for now. I did make the 128-man bracket. I do have the files, and I got them all named and all up to date. It's just a matter, I can't hang around that tournament board over there. There's so many people around here. And John Lehman said that he would keep the electronic brackets up to date.
Yeah, he was really good with that at the 14-1 tournament too.
Yeah,
he's been just on his laptop all week.
As the tournament dwindles, we will put those electronic brackets up to date. They'll keep you up to date live as soon as we get a chance. Right now, it's kind of difficult to do. You sit here in the booth and you try to get over to the tournament table, and I don't want to put too much pressure on John. He's got enough pressure.
Wow. I mean, that shot that he just played was. That's a true A-player shot. It got a little funny though.
Well, he can drift. He can drift between the 6-4 here. He's got enough. He can get actually between them. Kind of risky.
Rail? What do you think about going to the top rail there?
Kind of risky.
He tried to do.
Never mind. He could have made the 3. He missed the 3.
You got to make the 3 first.
Got good on 4-0.
He did. That was also a really good shot. He's going to make sure a lot.
Right.
Well, there's going to be mistakes in a handicap tournament. Tomorrow, the pros and open and pro players come in. That field's almost full already, if not full now.
Well, this tournament sold out almost a week ahead of time, and that's a 128-player field.
They actually have a waiting list for more people that want us to play, too.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I put my entry fee in about 2 weeks ago because I knew that it was going to be full up. Oh, he hung that ball.
So the 6-on-11 data.
This shot here, it seems like it's the easiest shot.
Oh my gosh!
But when you're not experienced, see, like this, he's drawing it. Now you can actually hit that with a slow speed, and it'll bounce back further instead of trying to power draw it back.
I love just using a lot of left on that shot, or a lot of right, depending on how deep it is in the pocket.
I want to thank Bobby Blackwell for texting in the last name of that player, Dennis Leake. We did get your text, Bobby. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. Yeah, I pulled it up actually. Well, he went for that bank. I'm not sure if I like going for banks when there's only 4 balls on the table. And I have no two-way shot of any kind because unless it's a guarantee, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you got balls open like this on the table, you have to make your mind up before you actually get down and shoot the 5.
Yeah.
There's no shot clock on you unless they actually call one on you. So you got to take your time. You surmise the table, weigh out your decisions. But like you said, sometimes those banks, they're on. These are not really that tight of pockets. And you might want to go for it. I don't know. Do you say that these are A players?
These are both A-level players. Yeah, they're my speed.
Really?
They're not playing it, though. I'll tell you right now. They're playing a little below. I think that the TV table makes amateurs a little bit more nervous than, experienced players.
4-2 now, folks, in favor of Stephen Wright. We're racing to 7 here at Steinway Billiards. If you happen to be in the local area, guys, if you want to support a pool room, and you can make it to Steinway Billiards, Manny and Anna and the family, this is the pool room to support. I mean, they've been putting on extravagant shows here and supporting the players big time. So Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, you can Google it, or on Steinway Street.
I've been to a lot of pool halls, and actually I just took a cross-country road trip, and I'm not a road player per se, but I did go to a bunch of pool halls all across the nation. I drove from California all the way back to New York. And
wow.
Yeah, I stopped in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I had to get a Saints room and everything.
Joe Tucker, did you?
No,
he was on the road too.
Was he? Yeah. Well, this was a couple months ago, or almost a year ago. Yeah. But the point I'm making is that the food here at Steinway Billiards is the best of any pool hall I've ever been to, and that's all over the country. I mean, probably 50 pool halls I've been to across the country.
It's amazing. And a lot of people in the chat that haven't been here might be saying, hey, man, these guys are blowing and saying the food's real good. Listen,
food is incredible.
I mean, and you get family-sized platters.
Oh, yeah.
No, a lot of food.
A lot of food. It's amazing. I mean, I do the website, actually, for Steinway Billiards.
Oh, do you?
And help marketing and stuff for the online marketing portion. I'm down here almost every day. I mean, it's in New York City. I mean, I remember Master Billiards. You ever remember Master Billiards back in the day?
I knew Benjamin Min real well.
Oh, Min, yeah. I love that guy. He was awesome. Not a bad 3-cushion player, by the way.
Yeah, like this 3-cushion.
Yeah, not a bad 3-cushion player.
In fact, Sonny Chow used to work for the room. I don't know if you knew Sonny Chow, one of the professional 3-cushion billiard players. Plays in Carom now.
I'm sure I
yeah,
know.
You probably know.
If I saw it.
He used to be a manager when I used to go there. That was probably before you actually even knew about Masters.
Oh, I
many
imagine
years
so.
ago.
I've only been here for about 5 years, but no place better in the world, I'll tell you what, than New York City.
This is it right now.
This is it.
This is the room right now.
And this is the #1 action room in the United States.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, you can come here on a Wednesday night and there are people gambling till about 5 a.m.
We don't promote gambling, but they are gambling.
I know. I'm just saying that there's
between
action. They're having
two adults. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, yeah. That's kind of what a lot of these players love to do, though. You'll find people playing all night long, though. Here, I mean, literally till 5, 6 a.m.
You got Jason Short hanging out, Earl Strickland hanging out.
Jason,
on a regular basis. You get so many pros just hanging around. So there's always action, and the local guys.
Oh yeah.
The local guys are always stirring up action.
Oh yeah. Jason, on table number 3, which is about a 3.5-inch pocket, Jason was the ghost on that table. I mean, that kid is incredible. I've never seen anyone like him. I mean, really.
He was given the 6 out of the breaks last night.
Oh yeah.
I don't mention names,
No, of course not.
He's beating the guy before at that spot.
He's beating the guy, yeah.
For a nice amount.
And the guy's an open-level player, I'll say that.
Yes, absolutely.
Open player.
Absolutely.
If you're a pro and you're given an open-level player the 6 and out, you gotta be coming with everything. This
is in a drink.
Oh, God. Just a little bit too thin.
That pocket's been there forever. It's amazing. You know, we take our eyes off of that pocket. We just think about cutting the ball, and we don't think there's another 6 pockets that the cue ball could go in.
This, I mean, I'd be really surprised if Trevor's not out from here. This looks pretty Mickey Mouse to me. But you never know because, like I said, the TV table, I mean, it puts a little extra pressure on you, and we're not really used to that, you know, at the amateur level.
Andrew Cleary, he said, Al, do me a favor, and when he seen me setting up the electronic brackets, he said, just move my name all the way to the end. He says, I'm going all the way.
I like that confidence. I mean, you gotta have the
You gotta like it. You gotta like it.
Andrew's a funny guy. I like Andrew a lot.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that was.
Trevor gets out. Only trailing by 1 game. We are racing to 7. Upstate Al sitting in the booth with Ross Lacey. L-A-C-I, is that correct?
L-A-C-Y.
Y, okay.
Okay. Yep. And I come in here and I watch the live streams almost every time you're up, actually. Upstate. I'm really glad. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's great to meet you and put a name to the face, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know, these tables, even though they're brand new, it's actually surprisingly hard to freeze the 1 ball to those top 2 balls. I was having some trouble with that.
Yeah, they've had trouble with that at the Steinway Classic also. You know, it's just, you know, it's a public table. You are looking at, let me see if I can give you a little side view here. Sorry, folks, I haven't been changing the camera around. We've been getting into conversation, but there is a plaque on the side of that table that says
Ginky.
George Ginky Sansucci. And that's the Ginky table. And behind it, you can see Jack the Cop, who I also knew was a very nice gentleman. And we also have one in here for Chipster, Chip Rock, as you watch Trevor break.
So I like that he put a little bit of...
Do you know Heather Kurtz? Heather and Steve Kurtz?
Sure.
Oh, she just said hi to you.
Oh.
Yeah, she's in the chat there.
Oh, hey there. Hey there, Heather.
You probably know her.
I definitely do. I'm just terrible with names, to be honest with you.
They do the straight foot challenge at Super Billiards Expo. They do the challenge.
Oh, yeah. That's Heather. Yeah, no, I was at the Super Billiards Expo. Yeah. That was a great time. Great. Now, that shot plays so tough. Because you're just bridging right over a ball, and it's hard to judge how much throw you're going to get on the cue ball with that much spin when you're putting the downstroke on the ball. Oh, yikes. Yeah, like I said, this TV table, I'm telling you right now, is...
the lighting is very bright.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Not only that, you got the railbirds, the fans sitting around the table up at the top. And, could put a little pressure on them. You can't really tell, but you do have people sitting all around the table there.
The rail first here?
He tried to cut it in.
Oh, did he?
Wound up kicking it from behind.
Yeah, kind of like going rail first on a shot like that.
This is a great shot, you know. 2 rails back up for the 3.
Just got to avoid that 8 ball right there.
Short. Got to come out short.
Yeah.
Played it real short.
They're taking their eye off the ball and moving a bunch. You can tell they're a little nervous, both of these guys. This is their second match, or is this their first match? I think this is the first match, right?
I believe their first match, yeah.
Yeah. See, the first match in the tournament is like literally you're kind of unsettled the whole time. That's kind of how I felt, you know, in my match.
Well, you know what? The pool room was open, and you can get here early and loosen up that arm, you know, and get some practice in.
That's what I did.
If you elected to get here late to the last minute, you got only one person to blame, you know?
Yeah, because you're only going to be able to hit, like 10 balls if you get to the table. You know?
There you go.
Throw out a rack.
They actually started with the tournament at 10 a.m. We started calling matches out, but then after the ceremony, we got started a little bit later.
Yeah, they usually get a little late, but it was pretty on time, I felt like. Oh, yikes. Tried to twist it around 6.
Okay, ball in hand for Steven. Let's see what he can do. You think he plays the short side of the 3, or is he going to bounce one rail and come back out to play the 3 on the right side?
I really like short side on this because you got no traffic that way. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I like that shot.
Now he's got to deal with the 8. He's got to come around. Well, he can draw it back. He's got a couple of shots here.
I like the draw, just hitting the rail right where he's perching. But who knows what he's going to do? It's hard to tell. Yeah, that's about right. I like that shot. I don't know. I like coming steeper and shooting the 4 in the corner. Then you got a good angle to get to the 5. But he's all. If he gets,
You know, at that point, it's like, you know, up to your comfort zone, you know, what you feel
absolutely.
comfortable with. He's doing all right. He can elect to just stop it right there. Don't let it get on the rail.
Perfect. And this is also just a stop shot. You want to leave yourself a nice little angle to get from the 7 to the 8.
Right. Or he can now he can go out 2 rail to come back up for the
even
8.
better, yeah. Either way. I love it. This is, yeah, he's playing well now. Now he's getting into stroke a little bit, letting his stroke out. Just make sure of the pot here. That's all you do. Just make sure you get that pot. Nothing but net.
That is his call 9 ball.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and I got to tell you that that's the only way to play 9 ball. I mean, tournaments where they're playing wild 9 ball, that's just. It's disgusting. I mean, and 9 ball on the break too. Oh, it's just like crazy. Like the U.S. Open, I really can't believe that they still have the 9 ball on the break in the U.S. Open. That boggles my mind.
Well, you know, I think the game of 10 ball came out because the game of 9 ball got easy.
Well, yeah, the break is too easy. I mean, these guys are stringing. What? You know, Shane in the finals of last year, he strang 7 racks on that break. I couldn't believe it. In the final against Dennis Arcola. Dennis really didn't even have a chance in that final.
Shane happens to have the best break in the world.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was smashing them, too. Squatting whitey every single time. Beautiful. Beautiful to watch. All right, so what do you like coming on let's see, I would say, yeah, thin it on that side. Yeah, exactly. Come behind that cluster down the table.
You got to hit it with speed to get behind the 8.
Perfect,
or
actually.
Somewhere down in there. Wow.
End up perfect.
Good shot. Got a little love because the 7 ball was there, but played it. Played towards the safe.
Yeah, you got a lot of room for error in that shot. Great hit. That's a great hit right there. I think he's probably going to just thin it and go down table. Also very good. Wow, that's a beautiful shot there. I mean, he's getting the speed down, Steven is. He's really starting to come out, play pretty good here. Trevor actually comes from a slight snooker background.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, if you watch his cue action, you can really tell. He plays with another snooker player that I used to be on a team at Amsterdam with, and they play very good. I mean, you know, anybody I feel like coming from a snooker background, I mean, their cue action is just they're spot on with the center. Their center ball is just so clean.
Center of their chin, they get down right on top of it.
Their center ball is just so clean.
All right, looks like we might be off to the races now. Stephen Wright once again. Both players, you know, playing good. Just whoever gets out of the gate wins that chess match with the safe.
Yeah, and this table right here, I was playing some guys on it yesterday, including tournament director William Finnegan. I was playing him yesterday. And it's got some pretty big pockets, so it's pretty generous, especially down the rails. So this looks really good. I mean, he just draw it back just a touch, and you want to get kind of straight on that 5. That way, you just got a stick stop for the 6. It's not guaranteed. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I don't even know if the 5 has a pocket, but it looks like it does.
Looks like it does, right by the 9.
But he's got to watch his speed here now. He's got to watch the corner, and he's got to watch his speed to come back for the 6. Nice shot.
Perfect. Wow.
And he got the right angle to go down.
He just hit that. He hit that really clean. I mean, what can you say about that shot? Beautiful shot.
Uh-oh. Don't want to be bumping balls like that, but he got away with it.
Yeah. If I'm sitting in the chair, I'm kind of like rolling my eyes at this point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Anytime somebody starts bumping into balls and getting position.
Got a little fortunate there.
Sure, of course. And now he got a little unfortunate. Now he's on the rail. He's got to float the cue ball now.
You could go right in the drink on this one. You could go right in the drink on this one.
Lifetime membership. Get open.
that is probably Trevor's game at this point. I think he's going to make.
You're going to go out on a limb and say that?
I think so.
Just so everybody knows, there is no concessions in the game, so that's
the way, and that's the way 9-ball should be played, especially when we're talking about a big tournament. I mean, you shouldn't be giving up 2 and 3 balls. I mean, that's what people do, and it's
yeah, you're absolutely right.
You should make them shoot every single ball.
Well, I'll tell you what. It was a match, and it became a very viral match on YouTube between Dennis Hodge and Ralph Eckert.
Ooh, I've not seen this one.
Oh, you got to check that YouTube out. Talking about concessions, Dennis had a fairly easy shot on a 10-ball, and Ralph sat in his chair because Ralph follows the rules of the tournament, and Dennis actually scratched, and the cue ball drifted right into the side pocket.
Oh, are you talking about the Steinway Classic?
Yeah.
I was sitting right here, and I looked over and saw that cue ball drifting towards and I couldn't.
The tangent line, it was like drift, cliffhanger right in the drink.
Tennis.
Now, instead of Dennis going to the winner's side and keep on playing, he was, at that time, he was knocked out of the tournament by Ralph due to his own error. Dennis couldn't believe it. Well, they were playing at that point, I believe, they were in the night, almost 12 hours, waiting and getting a match, waiting and then playing another. That's a long day.
I talked to him after the match, and actually we hung out and had a couple drinks, and we were exchanging stories.
Dennis not drinking anymore.
Huh? Well, I was having a couple drinks. I wasn't even paying attention to him. I was having a couple drinks. I love me a couple Kronos. That's all I can tell you. In any case, so we were hanging out afterwards, and we were just exchanging stories. And Nika and him went back to the table, and they shot that shot together about 20 times, just talking about how they would shoot it and this, that, and the
Throw
other.
it back to the rail was the shot, but he didn't. You get tired, you get weary, and errors happen.
Nika came up, asked him. I'll never forget this. This is actually really, really, really strong. Okay, Nika asked Darren. He's like, "Let me ask you a question, Darren." Dennis. Did you think about scratching just before you shot that ball?
Absolutely not, bro.
Dennis, no, just for a millisecond. And Dennis looks at Nika and goes, "Yes, I thought about it for just a millisecond, just a split second." And he's like, "Well, that's why you scratched, because you thought about it, and that was in your mind. That scratch was in your mind. You can't."
Well, no, not only didn't think about it, the possibility of scratching was there, and you didn't prevent it from happening. You know?
Yeah. Dennis goes to his arms, and he's got like his arm hair is like standing up on edge. He's like, "I got goosebumps, buddy. I got goosebumps from that."
He laughed it all. He knew he made a mistake.
He did. I mean, and it's.
But what I was getting to with that conversation is, if there's no concessions, and that was a hill match, and even if it's the last ball, you stay in your seat.
Yeah.
Let them shoot the last ball,
especially on the hill. Oh my
goodness. And there you've seen a good example of it in a major tournament.
I don't care who is shooting that ball. I'm making him shoot that ball. I'll tell you what.
Playing that, it looks like he called the 9 ball. It looks like Trevor called the 9 here. I don't think the 7 goes by it.
He's pretty straight in on the shot. Yeah,
he did. He called the 9 ball. So now we have a tie ball game.
Race is a short race, so now we're looking at a short race.
Sure, 2. Yeah. Let's go for Desmond Tutu, baby. Pump it up.
This is going to be a barn burner. I think that it's going to get to Hill because these guys are both playing pretty good now. They've got their comfort zone now.
Settling down.
They're settling in. Yeah. And I would be surprised if we did not have a Hill match now. I mean, and what better than what a better way to start out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get.
Well, there was a match on prior to this. I think Double Dave actually won his match also.
What I mean is for them, for these two.
Absolutely.
Hill match to start off their game. On this table, I actually favor the other side of the table for the break. I tried it out. I tried a bunch of different breaks on this table, and the left side breaks a little bit better than the right. See, he hit the left side of the rack, even though he broke from the right side, and that's really.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing of the statement that Heather just put in there because it's so true. It's so true. I have a closet full of those myself, Heather.
That's really funny. I like that a lot. Ooh. Just caught that 5. Just needed a little bit thinner to get just past that 5. And now this is a really good opportunity for Steven. But, you know, he didn't focus. He didn't take his time and figure out where he wanted to be.
Could have created a little more angle.
Now he's bridging over the 5.
Not only that, he's got the 8 to deal with. Watch it. Oh. Watch the sticks now.
Is he going to have a shot? I don't know. It looks like no. Looks like he does not have a shot. Hard to see it.
Once again, we are wrapping up the beautiful Predator Icon 7 cube.
Wow.
You
know, that's a two-way shot a lot of people overlook right there. You know, that two-rail shot. It's perfect on the 6-ball. Just roll it in. Nice and soft. Oh, look at this. This is clean. What a clean shot that was.
Nice.
Looks like Steven's going to be the first one to get to the hill here.
Yeah. There you have it. He sure does. Steven Wright.
Let's see. I forget. Do you remember if he was breaking from the left side or the right side on this table?
You know, with the conversations that we've been going on, I really haven't been paying close attention to the final couple of balls. They must be quite even on breaking because they're tied at 5 and now Steven just leads by 1. So, nevertheless.
You know, I closed out my match earlier today with the break and run. So let's see if that's what Steven can do here. I mean, there's nothing, like there's literally no better feeling in the world than closing out a match with a break and run. I mean, that's probably one of the best things ever. Let's see if he can do it. I mean, you gotta get a little bit of a roll, but breaking from the back rail, that's interesting. Yeah, see, I don't like breaking from that side of the table, I'll tell you right now.
Well, he controlled the rock pretty good, I'll tell you that much.
He hit it pretty well, yeah. He hit it pretty solid. Oh, look at that.
It doesn't look like Trevor has a shot at
it. At the table for Trevor.
Wide open table, and probably doesn't have a shot at the 1. Now is when you got to play real smart. Just bank the 1 down to the short rails with the right speed, keep it in the middle, and bring the cue ball straight down between the 4-3. He did let it go that way, which is not bad if he can hide the 1. I think Steven's he can hit it. I don't think he can pocket it.
No. But here you just use a lot of low right and just stroke the ball really clean and just kick it away from the pocket. Now, he didn't use any right. I like to use a lot of right on that shot. That way it holds the cue ball up there. And,
we might be looking at a double cheeseburger here.
This is what I'm
He's got to
about.
stay calm and keep his composure and just settle down. Just him and the table. There's nobody around. And just run the balls out. Wide open table.
All right. So he got a little bit of a good roll there, but he didn't. I think he kind of wanted to go in between those balls, so he played it pretty well. And yeah, from here, I feel like he's the favorite to run out. It's hard to say though, because once again, there's a lot of pressure on the 2D table.
Watch the 5.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Well, now he's got a choice because that 5 doesn't go by that 9. He's got to play this cue ball around. He's got to draw it way back up table to get a shot on this 5.
The bridge.
Or he can elect to play rail first and try to shoot the 5 in the opposite corner where he's bridging right now, or the side pocket. But it's a touchy shot.
I like the draw.
And he's got to be careful here. I've seen a lot of strange things happen.
He's a snooker player though.
He's going forward.
Oh, he's just going to play
maybe the 5
combination, maybe?
Could be.
He's playing the 9 ball.
Wow.
It looks like he got perfect on this ball. So, what a shot! I mean,
double cheeseburger, folks. I'll take mine. Well done.
5-9 combination. I love it. But like I said, he comes from a snooker background, and you could tell by the way that he was really comfortable with that bridge shot, following those 2 rails. You know, a lot of amateurs, especially at the like the A+ and below, which we're dealing with 2 A players, A+ and below, a lot of players don't spend a lot of time with the rake. You know, you do have to spend some time with the rake, especially, you know.
Well, you don't really want to if you can help it, you know.
But those shots they're going to come up, and you're going to be under pressure, and you need to practice those shots. I mean, I'm lucky because I'm 6'3", so I don't ever use the rake ever. Like literally, like never.
Right. Tough for you to get. It has to be really down table. Where you can't
Really
reach
down
it.
table.
Yeah.
But even then, I get one of those bong extensions and put it on the back of the cue. You know. All right.
Here we go. 6-6.
Oh, he squats the ball.
Best thing he did. He got to control that break.
He just squatted. And you know what I like about that? He didn't hit it too hard. You don't want to scratch on the hill. You do not want to scratch.
You got to control that cue ball.
That's the worst. I mean, your hill, you just got to the hill, and then you get a little bit of adrenaline, and you spike the cue ball right into a pocket. That's no
Cosmo,
good.
Mr. Marty Herman, good afternoon. Are there any vendors on site?
We have Focused Apparel here, yeah.
Yeah, Focused Apparel is here selling his wares. And you also have a gentleman, I forget the name of it, Q something that does Q repairs.
Rafael DeBreo.
Yeah, he calls himself Q, I forget what the name of his company he calls himself, but he is doing repairs. As far as anybody selling any kind of Q sticks, Marty, or anything like that, no.
Oh, you can always find people, though. You can always find Qs here, yeah.
But there are no vendors.
See, he took on that combination, and it was off angle, and I'm not sure if I would have done that. I think I probably would have played it safe there.
Once again, if you're just joining us, you are watching 2013 George Ginky Sushi Memorial. This is the 3rd annual, and you're watching Trevor Heel and Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright is the one shooting right now, and it is Hill racing to 7.
He did not use any right on that ball at all, and that's why he got such a steep angle. And now this is tough to get to the 3, I'll tell you.
Okay, nudges the 5. You know, Steve's been getting a lot of little rolls here and there.
He's been bumping balls left and right. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I don't like this. You know, I like just banking his back down table and hiding the cue ball behind the 9-7 area.
He's going for it.
It looks like he's going to shoot wide open. And this is what happens. Well, now he's got a safe, a touchy safe.
Can he bank it in between the 9 and the 7? It looks like he can. Just squat the white.
Yep.
And then bank it.
Leave the 4 down by the 5.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
That. Looks like he can.
That's the way I would probably play it. Oh, that's a pretty good shot right there.
A little mousetrap of a shot, huh?
I like that a lot because he used the 9 to stop the white ball, and he knew, or the 4 ball.
Looks like he's got a piece of it, and he can duck it right behind the 7 and bring the cue. Well, he's got to watch the rock.
Ooh, that is going.
That'll work.
Too close to the pocket for my taste. Yikes.
That'll work.
This is touchy. You know, I think I would just feather it on the left side as we look at it, the right side as he's looking at it. With going the other way.
He's got to escape here. He tried to play rail to rail safe is what he tried to do.
I go the other way because there's 2 blockers the other way.
I think he just sold a John Deere here.
Yeah, this is farm sold.
Yeah.
Trevor is a favorite to get out here. Trevor's queuing very well right now. He's comfortable. Oh yeah,
they are playing a 7. If you're just joining us, and it is Hill 6-6, as you can see in the scoreboard, top left-hand corner of your monitor.
I like what he did there. He's going to take his time and make sure to pocket this ball cleanly. That shows that he does have a lot of experience playing this game. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that ball.
He banked it in.
I cannot believe that ball slid in. It worked. We are dealing with some true 5-inch pockets here, people. I mean, that was a little rough.
Any faster speed on that shot, that ball's not going in.
No way. Hey. Down the rails, they will bobble if you hit them at pace, but yikes. There we go. Trevor, what a match.
Trevor sends Stephen Wright over to the B side. Nevertheless, he's not out.
I'm gonna just brag a little bit and say that I called it. It was Hill. It was Hill, and that was a very good match.
As we look at Mike Jynick getting up at the table, I don't know if he's due up next to play on the TV table.
I certainly hope so, because Michael Jynick is a pleasure to watch, and he will not let the pressure of the TV table get to him. So I certainly hope that he's playing on the TV table right now. He's rated at the A+ here, but he definitely plays a little stronger than an A+. I would say that he's a low open player. He competed in the World Straight Pool.
Yes, yes. Hey, we're going to run one of our sponsors, folks, but we do have numerous sponsors. We just want to hit you up with a sponsoring because CNG Gas has been there for Inside Pool and Steinway Billiards and part of the stream. NYC Grind for co-producing this. North County Restorations and Focused Apparel. And as far as some of Tony Robles' tour sponsors, you have Predator Q's, PlayNAPL.com, Poison Billiards, PoolOnTheNet.com, Delta Rack, of course, Delta13.com, Pocket Coach, BillyExpress.com, Pool.bz, QTable.com, and Master Chalk. We'd like to thank every one of those sponsors. Media sponsors, Inside Pool, NYC Grind, Pool Mag, Billiards Digest, and AZBilliards.com. I'd like to thank everybody for supporting Tony and his tour, because without that, we wouldn't have this great tournament here, this George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. We're going to be right back, guys, as soon as they call the match. You know what? We're not going to be right back. They just called it.
Michael Jynick is playing. I played Michael Jynick last Predator I played on. I played him for, I believe it was the 9th place. And he played very, very well against me. It was a hill-hill match. He was giving me a game, I think, at the time. And he's a strong player. Truly strong player. A joy to watch. When he is on, he can play lights out. Lights out.
Now, who's he playing here? You know, I should have those brackets wide open. Let me run over there. I'll be right back. You can keep the folks out there occupied.
What's the race? 5 on 10. Wow. So it looks like we're going to see the longest race that is possible, and that's at 5 on 10.
George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. Produced and promoted by the Palo Tour.
You know what? We're going to go with that is the right spelling.
So folks here at Steinway, Cafe Billiards.
We're just trying to get the spelling right on the names here.
And the staff are doing a great job here with this event. Our sponsors will be our Palo Tours, NAPL, Poison Billiards, PoolOnTheNet.com, Delta13, Billiards Press, QTable.com, Pocket Coach, Pool.bz, Master Chalk, and Gotham City Technologies. Our media sponsors are the Billiards Digest, AZ Billiards, NYC Grind, InsidePool9.com, and Pool9.com. And we are streaming live on InsidePool.tv. And our next match here on the streaming table is Mr. Jack Cuomo, a C player, and Mr. Michael Jynick, an A+ player. The race is 210. Jack Cuomo gets 5 on 10. What's that, players?
This is one of those matchups that I would sort of say favors slightly the C player, because giving up 5 on 10 to a C player is very tough. I've given up recently. I gave up 5 on 10 at Amsterdam in the league. I gave up 5 on 10 to a D+. It's a lot easier because those D+, they're not running as many balls. But at the C level, I mean, he should be able to run 5, 6 balls in a row. So if you don't tie him up or get out from everywhere, you're going to probably lose that game. And that spot, that 5-on-10 spot, is really, really tough to do. Very, very tough. So we'll see how Mike does. I absolutely love Mike's game, so I know that he's going to play well. But it's just who's going to get the first shot? That's the question. Because, like I said, I mean, a C player, they can still get out. They can still get out.
All right, table 13, Denise Reeve and another gift. Denise, you get 1-on-7 on 13.
I was just talking to Jack before this match. And
Right.
He came, and he has such a positive attitude. He just came. He's going to have a good time. He's going to have a lot of fun. He knows he's going to be getting a lot of weight from some of the bigger guys. He's just here to have fun. He just has a really positive attitude today, and I really like that.
I don't mind at all. No.
All right, folks, if you're just joining us, you are watching the 2013 third annual George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. We're about to watch two great players as they approach the lag, Mike Jynick and Jack Palo. And as Ross was explaining prior to the introduction, we have a C player and an A+. And the handicap is Mike Jynick has to give Jack 5 games on the wire. We're racing to 10. I'm upstate out sitting in the booth alongside Ross Lacey.
Ross Lacey. And yeah, the kind of talking about any pros in this tournament, I would say that out of all the players in this tournament, Mike Jynick is one of the top players. So yeah, it says he's a pro on Facebook. You know, the only thing that Mike Jynick really has trouble with is himself. And I think that we all deal with that, you know what I mean? Because he's been where he is at for about 2-3 years. He's been about his speed. He has increased his like play a lot since.
But he does, you know, he does play in a lot of major tournaments.
I
got to hand it to him.
He plays everywhere.
Yeah.
He plays everywhere. I mean, he's playing with the pros all the time. He plays in the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
A number of the last couple of
Hey,
years.
pull for you, Peggy, saying hello in the chat there. Hi, Peg. Nice to have you on board, as always. A couple of people that we are familiar with out there.
Yeah.
So we are racing to 10. 5 games on the wire. And the players are going to keep their own score, and we will flash over the scoreboard, which will be in your upper left-hand corner, and you can see that Jack is 5.
On table 26, Ken, you get 1-on-7 on D6.
Yeah, Jynick would not be shooting this if he was a pro level player, but I'll be honest with you, Mike Jynick could beat anybody in the world in a short race. You know, not those long races like races to 30 and 40, probably not, but in a short race to 7, I mean, he could literally beat anybody. The guy can shoot lights out when he's on. I mean, he can. One time I played him, the first time I ever played him, and he ran a 3-pack on me right out of the gate. I mean, the guy can shoot. And I'll tell you what,
he beat Earl in the Steinway Classic.
I'm
He
not surprised.
knocked him over to the B-side.
I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, he plays, like I said, he plays really strong. I mean, he can anyway. You know, like I said, I think the only thing that the only problem is himself. He kind of gets a little angry at times, and so let's see if that's a factor in this. I was just talking with him earlier this day, and he's got this beautiful cue. I mean, this cue is.
Oh, he's always had it. He sells them, he gets rid of them, he gets another one.
Beautiful cue.
That's Mike for you.
And I was talking to him, and I said, hey, you know, I would never really want a cue like that because, you know, I'm afraid that if I get a little like frustrated, I might bang it on the floor or something. I might bang the cue on the floor. And he's like, well, I got an excuse that I don't bang the cue on the floor. You know, I thought that was.
What's a positive way of looking at it?
I love that attitude. I love that attitude, and I really hope that he gets settled down fast and shoots lights out. Andrew Cleary is up on the match.
So once again, you know, we're faced with this table racking the right way. Now, I don't know if Tony implemented that rule like he did at the Steinway Classic, where you can actually rack one ball higher than one ball.
That is the way the rule
did he
works.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
In racket a little bit further. Now,
All right.
Mike Ginky,
I don't think anybody wants to do that, but
no. Mike Ginky uses a cut break. Now, I really like his break. He practices his break religiously. Look, he measures it out, puts the cue ball exactly where he wants. He's going to cut this break with low left-hand English to break the cue ball 2 rails, and it should hit just above the side pocket. Let's see if he's got his break down. Okay, all right, so he didn't get into it a lot, but he still made the wing ball. And when that was like a tough break, exactly, yeah, he's got breaks. He doesn't hard break. This is a nice shot. I really like this shot. Just with a lot of left as he's looking at the cue ball and come forward between the 4 and the 3.
Yeah, he can play the 3 inside rails. It's an angle. He's got to escape the 3 and to get back up. But
I think
he can elect just to go back and forth across the table at the same time and come back on top of the 2.
Played it with inside.
Oh, he had to escape the 3. That inside 3 rail's funny.
I agree.
You know,
you can't use too much inside, and you want to use a lot of inside. You know.
Well, you don't want to give it too much less than what he did because you can scratch. You know, it's one of those shots you gotta think about.
Yeah, the pockets there kind of tweaks with the brain.
Now here's a C player, Jack. He could just in this one ball. Let's see the kind of experience he has, and just roll the cue down table behind the 7. When he tried to get it there,
I think he might have got no.
I want to say something. You know, sometimes you could be a pro and get on a table with a C player, and sometimes it just seems like every time they miss good. You know, and it happens. I've seen it happen quite often.
Well, you know, you can miss in this game occasionally, you know, but only if you miss good. You got to miss good. Yeah, that's the key.
We don't miss too much from here. I got news for you. I shoot pretty good from the seat right here.
I mean, I have not missed a ball convincingly yet. Yes, no. I love that. Danny, he always says that.
Here's another shot. You know, he could just beat the kiss. There's no kiss there. Get behind the 4. So he instead played right into the kiss. He could have beat the kiss and kept the white.
Yeah, he had to use a little bit of inside to miss the kiss there.
You know, here again. Gets the kick, and Mike's faced with nothing.
Faced with a toughie. But Mike, I think, is going to play a safety here. It looks like he's going to try to put the cue ball down at the bottom rail some way here. Looks like he's shooting at this ball, actually. He is. Wow. Oh, what a nice cut that was. And yeah, he's going to just end up perfect on that 2 ball. Wow.
Yeah, just draw it back up. Just middle of the table.
Yeah.
Create the angle so you can go back and forth, or either kill the cue ball off the 3 and wind up good on the 4. He's got to wind up good.
That kill shot you just talked about.
Yeah. Well, he's going to draw it back to the middle of the table first, just like that. And he's got to create that angle on the 4 to get back up on that 6. That 6 is up at the other side of the table there at the short cushion.
I want to go on the 4 ball. I want to go forward 3 rails with
coming
right.
Short.
I want to come right with right-hand English forward 3 rails. So I'm going to leave a large angle on this 4 ball.
Well, let's see what Mike decides to do here.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that.
Well, now he's got a couple options. He can either, you know,
I like the 4-way. I like going forward.
He can finesse draw, yeah. Well, this ain't that easy going forward here now. He's going to come in real short.
He plays with a max Q, and it's a low deflection shaft.
Yeah.
And so he likes this shot.
He's got to watch his speed here now. He's perfect.
I don't think that's so well. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Yeah, he can just use center ball here, and he's going to hit just before the side pocket, in between the 7 and the side. This is perfect. Yeah. You got to make sure to stroke that smooth and forward. That way, it puts a little bit of top spin on it and avoids the scratch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike is the one shooting right now. Mike Ginky is shooting right now. He's the one in the purple. He's rocking the purple. Oh my goodness.
He missed that, believe it or not.
He got a kick, it looks like, maybe on that shot. It's hard to say.
Now the guy, Jack, the guy, his other opponent, his opponent, Jack Cuomo, coming to the table, has 5 already. They're going at 10. How do you like giving a C player 5 on the wire going to 10?
The first game.
Missed the 7 and hang it.
Oh my goodness, that's a heartbreaker.
You're looking at 6-0 if he gets out here.
Heartbreaker.
And he's breaking.
Yeah, and he might end up on a 1-9 combination or something. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
I say he's out. Even though he's a C player, there's not much to do here.
Yeah, I like the shot. Just make sure to use a little bit of left. That way you avoid that gearing effect you can get on the shot. It's that angle. Perfect. Now, I wish you would have drawn it, though.
Yeah, so do I. I wish you would have drawn it, too. But you know what? There's a couple of players around the country that can make this shot, but they can't make any other shot. But they'll cut this shot right in the hole.
Every single time.
Absolutely.
I don't like the shot on the 9, but at the same time, I'd much rather be shooting it than my opponent. Well, I think he missed it by about a diamond and a half.
Now, that's the kind of shot that you got to live and learn, and I don't know if he watches a lot of pool or any kind of takes, but you usually hit that with a speed so that if you do overcut it like he did, you leave the 9 ball down on the short rail.
That's a really good point.
So something like that, hopefully he learns from. But nevertheless,
got to hit it on the pro side, right?
Yeah, you got to hit it on the pro side, absolutely. Nevertheless, 5-1 in favor of Jack.
Yep. Yeah.
Mike Jynick's got a hill to climb.
Yeah, and if my man is missing the 9 ball like that, I'm happy to give him 5 on 10.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Which is funny because I felt like that 8 ball shot was almost harder than the 9 ball, kind of. But we'll see if Jack can settle in. He had the first real opportunity in this match to close out and get another game. Now, I'll tell you what, if you're giving a guy 5 on 10 and you lose that first game, it is tough action.
Huge.
Tough action. So that might be they say there's those turning points in a match. That might be the turning point right there. I mean, literally, it can be like that. Because if Mike starts shooting lights out, he's got that cut break working play right now. He's got that cut break working.
Not too powerful, though.
No.
I mean, well, his last break wasn't too powerful. You want to hit that cut break. You want to make sure that cue ball gets out of there.
Medium hard speed, though. You don't want to hit it soft. You want to make sure that you put a nice stroke on it. I imagine he's definitely going to be playing the exact same break from the exact same spot. And you'll see him measure out the angle before he breaks. Kind of like his signature little thing he does. See, with the cue, and then puts the cue ball right under the cue. That's funny.
Folks, we would like if everyone can share this on their on their social media, Facebook or Twitter, and support the stream. Bring it to you free from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens. So
yes, please give us a like on Facebook, a like on Twitter, or a shout out on Twitter. This live stream is free, yeah, but we can. The more views we get, the better it is for everyone.
Well, I'll tell you what else we did at Livestream News Forums. Bob worked on it yesterday and myself also before I left upstate. We made a post on Livestream News, and we put some of the sponsors in there that we are going to update as we go along in the tournament, as we receive sponsorship companies from Tony and from J.R. Calvin and so forth. We made a post on Livestream News, and you can go in there and you could actually click on their logos on one page and just elect to shoot them an email saying, hey, thanks for supporting Livestream Pool over the internet, and they like to hear things like that. So we're trying to make it easy where you can go to one location and just pop. It'll send you right to their email, and you can just, even if you just say thanks for supporting live stream, free live stream, or pool.
Yeah, please just take a second out of your day. I mean, literally, if you got 2 screens like I do at home, you can just open up another window right next to this one, keep watching the chat, and give us a shout out, you know.
And there you have the link. CMBWSU just posted in there. You go right to that link, and some of the sponsors are there. Again, if some of the sponsors are watching, we are updating that post as we go along, as we receive sponsorships for this one. So forgive us if we don't have it updated as of yet.
So here you just use a nice little center ball hit and punch it to the rail and back out. You want to make sure you don't get hooked by that 7 ball. And I think that he might use a tad of outside as well. Let's see if he gets. Perfect, yes. That's perfect. Yeah, he's off to the races now. I definitely like Mike for this game. I mean, he hung that 7. I could not believe he hung that 7 ball last game.
Well, when he hit it, whether he got a skid or not, I don't know, but you
It's
can
hard to
see
say.
that he didn't.
Hard to say.
He didn't hit it well. He hit it towards the outside of the pocket. As Andrew Cleary just wins his match to move on.
Andrew Cleary is wearing probably the brightest outfit I've seen.
Got the orange crush
in a while. Guys, that guy cracks me up every time. And it looks like he's just got a simple stop. You'd love this for a straight pull out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, this is perfect, right? There you have it. Mike Jynick climbing the ladder, 5-2 now.
Textbook out, never out of line. And that's the thing about Mike, is he really has a good cue ball. I mean, like I said, out of all the players in this field, he's one of the favorites to win the whole thing. I mean, he's the A+, and like I said, he's a very, very strong A+. Very strong. If he's playing an open level player, that open level player does not have to win.
Table 15, Kelly Wong for Revolve. Kelly, you get 2 on 7 on 15.
Once again, we're going with the cut break. Here he's going to be using low right and English. He favors this side of the break when he practices this cut break religiously.
See, that time he didn't go into the bag, went right into the drink.
Yowza. See, a lot of times when he's got his cut break coordinate really well, he draws it above that side pocket, and I like that better than going straight through the center of the rack like he's done the last 2 times.
Well, the cut break was is meant to do that. It's meant to go off the rail, back through the pack, and smash it over. That's what I'm saying. He's going to hit it with good speed, back through there.
This is Ross Lacey talking, and I'm in the booth from Upstate and we are live, coming to you from Steinway Billiards in New York City, Astoria, New York. It's the place to be for pool today. I mean, really, if you like pool, come down to Steinway Billiards in New York City.
See, he's a right-hander, and he's setting that ball up for a stretch. I'm glad he changed. He was about to stretch over it.
At the same time, I don't like shooting this in the opposite corner. I would shoot it in the pocket standing by somehow, but yeah. Yeah, because you can miss that ball. I mean, really though, truly, especially when you're in a pressure situation. Like people look at that and they're like, oh, he's got ball in hand, he missed that ball, that's easy, you know. It's like, but when you're under pressure, your stroke tends to kind of tweak a little bit occasionally. So you want to give yourself a really easy shot to start with. And that, I don't feel like was an easy shot. I mean, like I said, I would have shot that in the corner right by the 1 ball. Mike put a good stroke on that. He went a little far. He's probably going to go with a little high right, or he's going to come around the table. It looks like he's coming around. 3 rails. hit this really hard. Oh, he's going to end up pretty good, though. I mean, that's just like that's perfect. Mike is staying very still. When he's comfortable and staying still, he really does shoot very well. He controls the white ball very well. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, well, actually, kind of funny. I got to tell you.
It's not bad. He goes out 2 rails after pocketing the 7 and plays the 8 right where he's going to play the 6. He's
I'm thinking he's going to stop the ball right where it is.
Even in raise to 7, it'll kill 1.
Well, he's got.
But I kind of like what you said to do, though.
He's going to come out 2 rails.
Yeah.
And he's going to play the 7 into the right-hand corner, and then play the 8 where he played the 6.
Absolutely.
Or he can elect to go straight up and down. He's got a little alley there. He doesn't even have to go 2 rails. He can go right up table.
He's going to roll it in
just like that.
Oh, he just
play it in the same corner.
Perfect. He jumped a little bit on that shot, though, and that's, I think, the reason why he probably missed the 7 last time. Because when Mike gets a little uncomfortable, you'll see him jump a tad, and that's really, something that you cannot do. You have to stay still. It's the most important thing.
There you have it. Mike Jynick climbing the ladder, now trails in this match by 2. It is now 5-3. We are racing to 10. The only reason that Jack Cuomo has 5 already is because he's a C player and Mike is a A+. So Mike had to spot him 5 games on the wire and we're going to 10.
That was a very nice out, I agree. That 7 ball looked like an easy shot, but I'll tell you what, it's not easy to slow roll those balls. I mean, it's not easy. I think if you were looking at a player like Mika probably would have gone up and down on that shot, that 7 ball, because he likes to hit the ball a little bit harder. You know, a lot of those guys.
Yeah, it's just you in your comfort zone. That wasn't that bad of a shot.
No. I like the way he played. I would have played it the exact same way. For all of you that just joined us, I'm Ross Lacey, and I'm in the booth with Upstate Al, live from Steinway Billiards in New York City. This is the George Ginky Sansushi Memorial Tournament, and what a field we have for you. I mean, we've got 128 players, and we are the best amateur players in New York City. And that might be the country. It's hard to say. I would say it's the country, but I'm biased.
East Coast, West Coast.
Here.
Oh boy, did you just open a can of worms.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that. We're gonna have some pool hall like shootings and stuff going down. Let's keep it friendly, everyone. Let's keep it friendly. All right, so Mike Jynick used that cut break, and like I said, he when he hits it really good, he gets above the side pocket. I remember I mentioned that to you, and he loves that break. And like I said, I've seen him practicing that. He will sit there and practice it for hours. I mean,
he's got issues. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, he's got issues here. He's got to probably come down table past the 6 and elect to shoot the 2 in the upper left-hand corner.
Do you slow roll this? What do you do?
Yeah, he's got to slow roll it. And try to hold the middle of the table, favor it towards the left side of your monitor to shoot the 2. But at the same time, he's got problems because if he gets too much of an angle, he's got to hold the rock for the 3. He's going to have to float it.
It's right on the rail right there, right by the side pocket. It's never easy.
Oh, he tried to bounce the 2 off the rail.
Yeah, he
nice
tried to do a little bit too much with that, so that's why he ended up missing the shot. He tried to create the angle. I just don't think the angle that I just don't think it was there, and that's why he missed it a little bit thin there. When players try to create an angle when there's just not a lot of angle, they tend to miss it a little thin, just like
well, if you're going to cheat the pocket, you got to make sure you got enough room there. Now watch this. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits the 2, bank it, and goes in the side pocket.
I mean, that would have been the shot. That could have opened up the entire rack if you would have done that.
Absolutely.
So here he's got a little touchy shot here. I think that you just thin it and just sort of roll right behind the 9 is the shot that I see. He might see something different. Who knows where he's going to go.
He might hit it square and the 1 fall into the bottom left.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might be wired. No, he did what I said. Oh, he hit it too thin, though, you see.
He got a rail, a 9 hit a rail. Legal shot.
Yeah, and you know, you can't get too greedy with your safety when you're playing a C-level player. You got to just make sure that you do one thing, and that's get a rail. I mean, really, you don't want to sell out ball in hand to anybody, let alone a C. Especially with this weight he's giving him. Look at this shot. Beautiful.
Wow. But, you know, here you go.
You know, no position, obviously, but...
And I don't like playing the 2. I mean, if he banks the 2, it's going to lay down by the 9. The only thing that scares me about that is he could wire it up.
Oh, I would never put the 2 by the 9, my friend. No.
Let's see what Mr. Jack Cuomo does here.
He's gonna,
you know, it gets close, but nevertheless, he got away with it because Mike can play this in the corner. He's just got to go. There's a very thin alley between that 7-8 to get back up table that he can flirt with. Unless he can spin the rock around the 7, I don't know. I don't think he can do it.
This does not look easy to me. I feel like he's got to hit something in there. I think the 9 ball, it looks like to me that he's going to hit the 9 a little bit.
Well, if he's got a thick cut on it, yeah, he can elect to hit the 9 with some left-hand English, and that'll spin the cue ball back up table. But
yeah.
What he's looking at is the very thin alley right now.
I see that, yeah.
The alley between the 7 and the 8 is what he's looking at right now. It's very thin, because if this cut is thin on the 2 ball, he can just float.
Yeah, float straight up down.
Let's see what he does.
Got to just barely miss the 8. The 8's a big ball right there with that alley.
See? He tried to get
ball's
right
a big ball. I'm telling you. Now, here, since I'm playing a C-level player, I might bank this. Because I know that, you know what I mean, it's not an easy out. And I'm comfortable hitting the right shot. You do play the right shot, but I'm kind of, sometimes I'll kind of play my handicap level player sometimes.
You're not shooting that bang shot for Mike Gish.
That
things can happen.
Things can happen. I mean, I wouldn't bet on the shot, obviously.
Mike played the right shot. You know,
look at this, and I think
you played it safe, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
You played it safe. Give yourself a chance to win.
And it looks like Jack got away with a double kiss there. Nice. Yeah, Mike Jynick, for all intents and purposes, I would say he is a pro. Because
well, you can't say that because then he shouldn't be playing in this.
Well, no. In just the fact that he competes and puts himself out there in so many pro level events.
Oh yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Not
he's seasoned
so much.
Seasoned. Yeah,
he's seasoned. He really is seasoned, and he's beaten some of the best players in some seriously tough matches I've watched.
Still, his ranking is an A+.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Right. He's not robbing this tournament, let's just put it that way.
Right, but he is one of those players. Let's say, for instance, if he does happen to get knocked out at this tournament, he is one of those players that will sign up for the Open Pros tomorrow if they have a spot.
Absolutely.
I mean, he'll get right back in it.
Oh, he'll get right back in it. Absolutely. And he does that often.
Yes.
Often.
And for good reason. I mean, he plays good. He's got a good stick.
Yeah, he does. Very good. I'm not jumping up to play him, for my money, not at all. Ooh, he tried to play rail first there, and I think he got away with it. That one, boy. So I think that Mike's got the same exact shot that he shot earlier. Just thin it. But here, I honestly like the bank here. I'm not going to lie. He looks like he might be cutting it. He's going to cut it this ball. Nope, that bank, I'm telling you, because it's just like, the pockets are huge, and you stop the rock. And I'm playing a C-level player, so I know that if I leave him kind of a tough way down there on the 3, he might not be able to get from the 3 to the 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It laid perfect the first time. It did lay perfect. The first time that you were talking about it did lay pretty good, too.
That one laid better, though, because he could stop it. There was zeroing. He just stopped the rock, dead. It was perfect, yeah. So here... I just want to get off the rail. That's all I want to do. I mean, if I'm in stroke and I'm feeling real good, then I will go down those two natural rails just with top. But I'm thinking he's probably just going to punch it off the rail and stay where it is. Yeah, like that, just like that. It's perfect.
Can't get carried away. Don't overpower the ball. Play the right ball speed with the cue ball. If you try anything funny here, could miss the 7. Good jar. Good shot.
Hit it.
Got the perfect angle to drift down.
Clean. Wow. What a shot that was. Look how perfect he is on this ball. I mean, this guy, like I said, this guy plays really strong.
Well, you know, you're playing a type of player that misses balls. You know, you're playing a C player, so by him staying at the table and staying loose, you know, getting more action at the table, it's going to happen when the guy misses, and that's just cool. And there you have it. Now 5-4 in favor of Jack Como. We're racing to 10.
Wow. Mike comes out with a 4 out of the gate. He's won 4 in a row.
Tournament Joe Gibbons in the house. Haven't seen him in a while. Tournament Joe Gibbons been around for as long as I can remember. Used to play in my tournaments back then.
Really?
Tournament
Really
Joe
nice
Gibbons, that
guy.
gentleman right in front of you.
He always comes out and he's always like, Ross, here, check out my new jump cue. Because, you know, I'm not.
Loves the game.
I'm not necessarily the best player, but I have a really good jump because I'm so tall. I'm 6'3", so I can jump the balls. So he's always like, check this jump cue out. What do you think of it? And he's brought me some really nice jump cues. He always says, here, what do you think about this one?
I think he's playing in his homeroom is out of Racks now, isn't he? Is that where his homeroom is now, Joe?
Yeah, but he's here a lot. I
Is
mean,
he?
yeah, on the Monday and Wednesday night tournaments he's playing. We have Monday at Steinway Billiards, by the way. Just a shout out. Every Monday and Wednesday we have Monday and Wednesday night tournament. And the Monday is a handicap tournament. And
Wednesday's the Open.
The Wednesday is the Open tournament, yeah. And I mean, I won one recently, the Monday night tournament. And I think I cashed out probably somewhere in the $400 or $500 range-ish. For first prize, and that's not bad. I think I put 20 bucks, 25 bucks in for my entry fee.
Not bad.
And not bad at all for a little Monday night tournament. And I mean, literally, it's the toughest weekly tournament in America, and I would bet money on that right now. Just for example, Shane came and lost in the first round one time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, we had some tough action here, tough players. Devil Dave, no less.
Well, this time Mike Jynick did not use the cut break. He went square into the pack and wound up pocketing the ball, so I think he might change that. And it's good to see him do that.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't really working for him before. He wasn't getting a shot at the 1, which is what he...
But you have to notice it yourself.
Yeah.
You have to notice that nothing's dropping, and you got to do something to change it.
Well, he was making a ball, but he scratched that one time, and then he didn't get a really good shot of the 1 the other time. So he elected to go with a power break, and I like that. You know, any sort of adjustment. If you see a flaw in the break, you've got to make an adjustment.
Number 23.
Oh wow! You see the stroke he put on that ball? That was a beautiful shot, right between the 9 and the 7.
Alex, you bet.
What do you think? Just roll this in real soft and float up?
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep the angle though, because you got to come back down table for the 7. It's at the short rail at the bottom of the monitor there.
What do you think about
So you gotta
stroking this
keep
in
the
with high inside?
Don't have to. You're almost straight in. You go right to the rail.
I'm not sure if I can
You go
see
right to the rail and still hold the angle.
Oh yeah, he was straighter than I. It's deceiving. The angle here can be a little bit deceiving, so I apologize for that. So now here he just comes with a little bit of high left-hand cue ball. Oh, he looks like he's going to draw. Yeah, I like this too. Draw around low left.
3 rails.
Perfect. Yikes! You see him jump up on that shot though. I mean, really, he jumped up.
No harm, no foul. I mean, still left to save for Jack.
He got away with it. Yeah, right. He missed good.
He did miss good. How about a C player kicking it off the left long rail and kicking it in the hole and getting position on the 7? But Jack says, no, I'm going to play safe behind the 8.
Or just side to side. You know, I like the way he hit that. I do.
Yeah, well, he's not going to like the way Mike hits this one.
Yeah, probably not. It's not the easiest safety in the world, though. It looks deceivingly easy.
Just slow roll it. If he elects to just slow roll, he's going to lock him up. He's in jail with no bail.
But
no,
like I said,
hit it good.
it's easy, to overhit that shot. Like I was just about to say, it's really easy to overhit that shot, and he did. He overhit it. And now here, I mean, I just use a little bit of low left-hand cue ball to make sure I just pull it right behind the 8, and then your man's in jail.
Think he's out from here?
No. I don't try to pop this ball. I never try to pop.
He's aiming to make it. Do you think he's out?
Oh no way.
How about this?
Luck it in, baby. No.
Nice try.
I mean, you know what? I like the fact that he hit it thin as opposed to thick. You know, that shows that he has some experience. Absolutely.
I give every single one of the players that are in this tournament credit for playing in this tournament. I mean, it's really
the toughest field I've seen in a tournament in this area or an amateur tournament I've ever seen.
Players come out from all over to play in the Ginky
sold out a week ahead of time.
It's really nice that everybody gets together like this.
Ooh, there's a pocket there. That pocket's always been there.
It's always been there.
It's always been there.
The Romans put it there, and it's always been ever since.
Pool hall banger talking a little trash. Thinks he could give 5. Jason Shaw could give 5 on 10 to Jynick, is that I assume is who he's referring to. Jason Shaw will get up and play anybody with a huge spot. This guy loves to play huge spots. I mean, I've never seen anybody play the spots that he plays and still win. It's amazing. Wow, he almost kicked it in.
He did, right in the hole, no?
No, he played I mean, he literally hit that with the perfect speed, though. I mean, really.
Yeah, they would have made it. It would have been perfect on the 8.
Perfect on the 8. I mean,
it's a good shot.
It was a great shot, I feel like. Even though we didn't make the ball, I mean, I'll give him all the props for making that. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Straight in the hole.
Bank's got to be open again for Jack.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to cross this. The reason why I like to cross this ball is because look, the 9's a huge ball there. If you get it down to that bottom rail, you have a really good shot at slippering your man.
How about just banking in the hole? Never mind, play safe. Oh, he missed.
Oh, he hung it up.
Oh, wait a minute. This is getting interesting here,
what
folks.
On earth just
it
happened?
Looks like a trick shot just happened. And Mike Jynick is now pocket safe by the side pocket. He is.
That is incredible. But you know what I really like what's going on right now is that Mike is just looking at this like whatever. It's another opportunity at the table. You got to look at it that way.
He's looking to play it, to 2 rails right out of the bottom right-hand corner to try to make the 8 ball.
Listen, if you hit this, if you even sort of hit the 8, you're a favorite to make it. I mean,
well,
really,
first
so
of all,
close to the hole.
First of all, you got to go up there and make sure that 8's whether frozen to the rail or not, because if he tries to slow roll it, which I don't think he's going to, but discrepancies do arise. Somebody's got to make that call. If he doesn't catch the rail, if he just hits it with enough speed, I think he's going to hit it with enough speed to make it. Don't get me wrong, but got to be on top of those balls if they're frozen or not.
Short. Came
Ball
short.
in hand.
Came short.
Mr. Cuomo.
But Mike, I really like his body language right now. He looks really confident at the table. So I look for him next time he has an opportunity at the table to do very well, because he didn't let that get to him. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to get a roll. I mean, what are the odds of the guy leaving you corner hooked? I mean,
Jack's right-handed.
Perfect. Threw it a little much, but I mean, it's still a nice cut. I mean, you gotta like this shot playing 9 ball. I mean, gotta love it.
He's got a big pocket to fire it.
I think you'd even bet on me making this shot, wouldn't you?
There you go. Oh, that cue ball
Right in.
Close.
Right in.
Hey, Mr. Cuomo.
So we've got now 6-4.
Yeah,
Jack is leading. He's on the board. I mean, that's his first game. For all of you that are just tuning in, Jack was spotted 5 games in the race to 10. So this is Jack's first game that he's won. So Mike came out with won 4, and Jack has won 1 now, but the score reads 6-4.
So you like your odds with Mike, huh? He's winning 4 games to 1?
I'm not going to put my money just on anyone just yet, because I'll tell you what, this next rack is a huge one. I mean, this is a very important game.
They're all huge.
Well, not when you're 7-1 in front or whatever, right?
For Jack. For Jack, they're
it's
all
huge.
huge.
Yeah,
He's
for Jack,
feeling
yeah.
the heat. Mike going out 4 games like that. Now he's got a little relief. Got a little air under his wings.
Well, when you get a roll like that, you got to feel good because it makes you feel almost invincible. You know what I mean? You hit the ball a million miles an
He got
hour.
out, too. He had 2 balls to go out with ball in hand, and he got out. He's a C player.
He did get out.
So he feels good about himself.
And listen, there's a really good feeling about potting the 9, no matter what happened before that.
Right.
Making the 9, there's just a good feeling. And it looks like Jack failed to pocket a ball on the break and has left Mike a wide open shot. Now, wide open table, too. Wow. And not only that, more bad news, he's got a pretty easy shot to get from the 1 to the 2. Looks like the 7 is interfering with his bridging too much.
He's got to drag this draw shot.
Yeah.
Now, you don't overdo it here. You just more of an English shot than it is speed. Just drag the cue ball back. Get past that side pocket. See?
What on earth did he just do?
See, I didn't like that.
I mean, he got away with it, but that was borderline insane. Looks like he's just going to play safety here, which is the right shot. No need to get crazy. And he hit that beautiful. I mean, he came out smelling roses there. So I see a 2-rail kick path. What do you see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Definitely a 2-rail.
Now, how do you like to aim these shots? Do you have a system?
I played 3-cushion billiards for many years. I just swing it.
So you just see it.
But there is,
You just see that system, right?
Yeah, you kind of feel it. After a while, you just feel it.
3 cushions.
But different on a pool table. You got openings on the sides.
There are pockets there.
Yeah.
What's up with that? I would love to spend some time on a table, like a 9-foot table without pockets, to get used to the rails a little bit more. That would be cool.
He's going to try to 1-rail it. Actually, he's going to hit the 2, but he's not going to catch a rail. It's going to be ball in hand. Yeah, there's a buzz going around about them making a 4-pocket table.
Without the sides?
Earl suggested.
Earl's the proponent.
They said, John said it could be done. If that's what they want to do, he says, I think it'll be interesting. It could be done.
I'll be honest with you. I really like Earl if he's playing on that table, because he loves to shoot the balls down the rail from everywhere. I mean, he just...
I don't know why you would want to eliminate the side pockets.
I think that he just wants to make the game more challenging, because the thing that his problem is that when we're talking about pro level players, they get out from everywhere. I mean, look at Shane. I mean, he just ran on this table right here. We're sitting next to a 4 1/8 inch pockets. He ran a 7-pack on this the other day. 7.
He's allowed to.
Yeah, but you don't have to run 7 on a 4 1/8 inch pocket table, man. I don't care.
Yeah, it's tight.
It's a tight table, and he ran 7. So what Earl is kind of suggesting there is that he wants more play. He doesn't want the guy to be able to break and run 20 racks. And if there's no side pockets, meanwhile, look at what Mike did here.
Yeah, no side pockets makes the game difficult.
Yeah, it gives him more innings. He wants a chance at the table at least. He doesn't want to just sit there and watch the guy run racks on. Which I understand that, but at the same time, the other players can get used to it just like he would.
Looks like we're going to see Mike Jynick go to the air here. He's tall. He should be able to reach this with no problem.
Yeah, Mike's about 6 foot, I would say, somewhere in that range.
From where the cue ball is, he's got a stretch.
He's still reaching, though, buddy. This is no easy. Yeah, make sure you're not showing us your underpants there, Mike. Pull up your pants. There we go. And it looks like he might use... Now, I've got a little neat contraption that's a little bit higher bridge that you can just bridge right over this.
That's what I was talking about. He has the stretch now. He made himself a little more comfortable.
I like the fact that he's using the bridge to do this, though, because he only has to get over half a ball. Oh, thanks a lot, Big Pineapple. I was an actor for many years, so I'm comfortable talking about stuff. If he makes it, he's got a natural position, really. I mean, I'll be honest with you, though, just hitting that ball with the bridge with the jump cue is pretty impressive to me. I mean,
I saw that done in the Moscone Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I forget who made it with the bridge. They made a jump shot now. Gee whiz. It was made in the Moscone Cup tournament.
Oh my goodness, are you talking about the one that, who was it? Who did that? Somebody.
His face was
Corey
right.
Deuel?
No,
Or somebody?
His face was right. I think one of the Europeans actually did it.
It was Appleton, wasn't it? I think it was Appleton. I remember the shot that you're talking about because it was that good. I mean, he used that special thing, and the ball was like frozen to the rail, down the rail, and he jumps the ball right out and jumps it right in it, and the crowd goes crazy. What a shot. I mean, a shot for the age of that one. Although Earl would be complaining about the jump cue for about an hour after that shot. And I think I heard rumors that maybe Earl is in this year's Moscone Cup, potentially. There are rumors going about. That would be very interesting.
Well, you know, we got Johnny Archer as a captain and Buddy Hall as co-captain. I think this is Johnny's 17th time Moscone Cup, somewhere about there.
Johnny, I mean, listen, that guy in the Moscone Cup, did you know that last year he had 7 straight wins? I mean, that's strong. That is strong. Oh, look at this shot. This is, I mean, it's hard to tell from here. I mean, it's got a pretty easy escape.
That's cool.
Oh, it was Vandenberg.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Sweets. Yeah, I was having trouble remembering, but that was probably one of the better shots, jump shots that I've ever seen. I mean, it was under pressure. I mean, God, the guy's incredible. Yeah, I imagine Vandenberg is going to be on the Moscone Cup this year as well. Mika's going to be returning too. And obviously Appleton. So now he's got an opportunity to make the 7-ball here, but he didn't hit the right side of the ball. But it went right in the drain. Yikes. And Mike has a choice here. He's got a couple different ways to go to get on this ball. And the 7 and the 8 are actually gigantic balls here, and you do not want to hit either of them. That's the biggest problem that he has here. I mean, if he chooses to hit with a little bit of low right-hand English, he could hit, oh, it looks like, yeah, he's going to try to hit right above the diamond, right above the side pocket.
He's got to come under the 8. Nice and easy now.
Table number 4.
Yep, just misses it. Perfect. That's the way to go. No, Jennifer Beretta, she is, and she's ranked, I believe, as a Open Plus or a pro in pretty much everything. So she would never be able to play in this tournament. I mean, she's kind of robbing this tournament, to be honest with you. Jennifer plays really strong, and a nice girl. A lot of people don't know that about Jennifer. You know, she's just a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing person, and one of the nicest people, though. That's what people don't really get. You know, it's like, just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you have to be like, you know,
very nice
mean or whatever. She's such a sweetheart. I mean, really.
As we approach this out by Mike Jynick, he gets bad on the 8.
Oof. Yeah, this is
real
tough.
Bad.
This is tough. Do you think that he can go forward and barely miss the corner pocket there? It looks like he might be able to. It's hard to say. Is he looking? He might be playing safe here too. I mean, I don't mind a safe in this position, but it's tough. Yikes, this is tough action, buddy.
Sorry about that, folks. But this just in on the wire, we just have another sponsor called Radenberg Beer. It's another sponsor. Just picked up the door. So we just want to give them a big shout out. As soon as we get their graphics, we'll get their graphics up. We have Alvin working on it in the background.
Yeah, the back cut was there, but I'm so scared of that corner pocket on that back cut, and that's why he hit it so thick. You know, he was kind of trying to spin it around, and there's some throw involved. It's a very complicated shot, that shot. And you're looking away from the pocket. It's hard to see it. Plus, you're shooting with an 8-ball. You know, it's the darkest ball on the table, so it's hard to see.
I believe that's Denise Reeves in the background there. Yes, it is. All right, here we go. 6-4 in favor of Jack. Jack's the one shooting. If you're just joining us, we're racing to 10.
I like how much time
Base with
he's
this
taking
2-ball
here.
run out.
I love how much time he took on that. I mean, don't just get up there and try to spike it in and maybe shark yourself. You know, you really should take time, especially if you're not 100% comfortable. And Jack is not 100% comfortable here because he's playing a very strong player who is a favorite to get out from everywhere, really.
You got to watch the rock. Stay away from that side pocket.
He's going towards there. He hit it soft. He hit it at a good speed.
The cue ball was rolling.
It was.
But it would have stopped.
It would have stopped.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, what is...
I know certain players, if he was playing, would call the foul on him. Absolutely.
Couldn't you call a foul on that? Like, technically?
I would agree, but Mike Yekner's not going to do that.
No.
The ball was slow. It was rolling slow. Would have stopped.
You got to be a gentleman, too, you know. You don't want to get people on a technicality. But at the same time, I've been playing a tournament where I'll never forget this. I played a tournament one time, and it was a handicap tournament. And I'm hitting the guy the 8-ball. No, the guy's giving me the 8-ball. That's right. Just a couple years ago. And the guy's giving me the 8-ball, and I was dead straight on the 8-ball to the side. Dead straight. I mean, there was no other. I banked perfectly dead straight in, right? And I'm sitting straight perfect on the 9, like the 9-ball's sitting there, but I'm getting the 8. Right? So I didn't shoot the 9. I just grabbed the cue ball and start racking. I didn't call it, but I just grabbed the cue ball and start racking. And the guy goes, "Oh, you didn't call it."
I could probably name the person that did that to you.
And he said, and I'm like, "Oh my, are you crazy? Like I could have just shot the 9 in it. It was hanging. I mean, the 9 was hanging,
yeah.
But I ended up losing the game, and that was Hill too. Might add. I mean, big. So never forget that you can get.
Pay attention to the rules and make
really gotta make
shot.
sure. Yeah, and always let the cue ball roll.
Well, Tony has the rule like unless it's obvious, you know. Some facts. I mean,
obviously, yeah.
The Steinway Classic.
But in the 9-ball,
it's obvious.
In the 9-ball, call because we're playing so that everybody knows we're playing call shot 9-ball. That means you can't luck in the 9-ball at any point in the game. You have to call the pocket that 9-ball is going to. Right. Which really is the only way that 9-ball should be played. I mean, there's nothing worse than someone missing the ball and the ball going 5 rails, smashing the 9 into a pocket. We're playing some short races here today, ladies and gentlemen. I would say the average race is a race to 7. Yes, it's a long race because of the discrepancy in handicap. It's not like you'd want to give a player like this, what would be the equivalent? 3 on 7 or 4 on 7? 4 on 7, right?
Well, that's a big spot.
Yeah,
that's just 5 on 10.
Too big. Or 4 on 8.
5 on 10, so it's 50% of what they're racing to.
Yeah, but the difference between a lot of people don't really realize this, and the difference between 5 on 10 and 4 on 8 is huge.
Well, shorter race. Nice shot.
Look at this.
He opened up his stroke and wound up saving himself. He might have a piece of that 2-ball.
Hit it at all? It's hard to tell.
Well, I definitely say he's got a piece.
He's calling the 9, baby. I like it. Go for the cheese.
Not an easy shot.
No, but if he thins it, I mean, we're talking about, that's crazy, man.
Well, you don't want to hit it hard, first of all, if you're going to play it. And if you don't hit it hard enough, you might hang this 9 up if you don't make it.
Yeah.
So you bump it into a hole, you get a C player firing that.
I think he might hit the 9. Oh, no. He chose to do something, like just give the guy a straight-in shot. Oh, he hit the 5 a little bit on that shot, so here, I mean, really, I mean, let's just put it this way. Right now, at my level, I'd play the run out because I want to get the stroke. You know what I mean? I want to stroke the balls. I want to get the speed of the table down. You know what I mean? There's
you want to keep Michael in his seat as much as you could.
And that's the other point that I was just about to say. Yes, you have to keep your man in the chair. That way they get cold.
Sure.
But at the C level, I was going to say, he's probably just going to stop the rock and play the 3-9.
Do you think he's going to play the 3-9?
Oh, yes, for sure. Oh yes, I knew it as soon as he shot.
Jack Cuomo going for the cheese.
He's going for the cheese, baby. And if this ball is just slightly off the rail, it's actually a hanger. A lot of people don't know that, but if the ball is about, I would say, like maybe 10 millimeters or something like that off of a rail, it's almost impossible to miss it because you can hit the rail first, you can hit the ball first. There's a gigantic.
Got to play speed.
There's a gigantic level of air, so it's hard to say that if this is off the rail.
Being a C player, he gets more practice at doing this, doesn't he? Right? Don't they? I mean, they usually hunt the cheese.
Oh goodness gracious, that's a funny point. But I'll be honest with you, I've seen some C and D level players that shoot combinations better than I do. How
about making a 3?
Now, I actually was playing on a hill match one time, and a guy shot a shot that literally exactly what just happened. And I don't know how I feel about being able to call the 9 and then luck at a ball at the same time. I don't know if I feel okay about that. But I mean, that's the rules of the
ruling in the
tournament.
Steinway Classic. In other words, if you played in the Steinway Classic, you couldn't call both balls. You had to call one or the other.
I think you should only be able to call the 9. I feel that's the way. But you know, this is Predator rules. We're playing it, and I just like the fact that we call the 9. I mean, that alone is a step in the right direction as far as 9 ball is concerned for me.
I think Jack should leave himself long shots all the time. He tends to fire those long shots right through the jaws of the pocket.
I mean, he hit that as clean as you can hit. But at the same time, he wasn't playing position like me. You know, I would have drawn it to the rail with low right. You know what I mean? I have a chance to miss the ball because I'm trying to play position, but he just fires it straight in.
He's looking to back cut this 5 right into the side pocket, I think.
That would be a very ambitious shot at this stage of the game. I don't know. I think I'm playing safe here all day.
He gets behind that 7. He could wind up in trouble with that cue ball going right into that corner pocket. He should stay away from that 7 ball. Now he's looking at the bank. He's weighing out options. I like this.
You know, I
like this.
I don't mind this guy's game, to be honest with you. I think he is a very solid C-level player, and that's what you want to be. You want to be solid within your handicap level and have a good time. And you could tell that he doesn't look like he's under a lot of pressure. And look at this, just watch the rock. Oh, what a roll that was. And you mentioned that. You want to stay away from that 7
ball.
Yeah,
but I thought he was going to get behind the 7.
Yeah, I know,
Ticky,
yeah, of course.
into the corner pocket. But nevertheless, he did scratch.
What?
Pretty big game, too. You know, that would have made it 8-4.
What a roll that was. I mean,
now you look at 7-5
there, though. I mean, come on. That's just bad luck. I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. He played an incredible shot there. Now Jynick, what is he doing here? Okay. Now he has to bump the 8. Make sure that he gets the right bump on the 8.
Really? I heard that.
He's looking at it.
That's bullshit.
Looks like he heard me say that.
He's electric. He looks like he's going to try to just pinch it back without hitting the 8.
Jose 3 on 8.
Perfect. Yeah, I would say that Jynick is not. He's getting some rolls here, but he's also playing very well, though. And those were, I mean, listen, jacking up off the rail.
That's an asshole thing to say. I played better than that match.
Did someone say?
I did.
7-5.
Well, he's getting anxious about something over there. Yeah, it was
well, folks, you are watching the 2013 third annual George Ginky Sansushi Memorial, coming to you live from Steinway Billiards. This is a co-production between NYC Grind and Inside Pool. They're the two companies that got together to make this happen.
I think that Mike was. I kind of have a loud voice because I did stage acting for a long time. I think Mike might have heard me say that he got a little funny on the 7, and he did get funny on the 7. So I don't know what he's getting unhappy.
Looks
about.
like we're going to have a tournament timeout. Mike Jynick's going to take his break. And would like to thank some of the sponsors for this tournament. GNC Gas. It's now 7-5 in that match. GNCGas.com. Inside Pool Magazine.
Oh, it wasn't me. Okay. It wasn't.
NYCgrind.com. North County Restorations, Table Mechanic. John works throughout the tri-state area. Look him up, folks. We have his number on the website. Focused Apparel. And we'd like to also give a big shout out to some of Tony's sponsors. PredatorQs.com. PlayNAPL.com. BoysandBilliards.com. PoolOnTheNet.com. Delta13.com. Pocket Coach. Billiards Press. Pool.bz. QTable.com. Master Chalk. Also, some of the media sponsors here involved: Inside Pool, NYC Grind, Pool Mac, Billiards Digest, and AZ Billiards. We'd like to thank each and every one of them for chipping in and making this happen. This is a great memorial tournament for George Ginky Sansucci. So we're on a player's break, folks. Waiting the return of Mike Jynick. And if you would like to shoot these sponsors an email, give us some time. We're going to update them. We're going to try to update the thread that we have on the live stream news forum so that you can just go in there and click on the logo, and you could, if you would take a second and ship some of those sponsors a quick email just saying, hey, thanks for supporting Inside Pool and Pool itself. Being streamed over the net. We really enjoy it. They like to hear that from you, and we're trying to get as many as the logos up on one of those threads as possible. And they're also going to be hyperlinked, so all you got to do is click on the logo and it would send you right to their website. What Ross was mentioning was he thought he was speaking too loud. It wasn't Ross. We're a pretty good distance away from the table that we're looking at, and our back is facing the table. We're actually commentating off the monitor itself. We're not interfering with the players at all, but there was a fan that was sitting in the front row that actually might get hurt. It wasn't us. Our back is faced. We're facing the opposite way. The table's to our back, and a good 15 to 20 feet away from us.
Adrian Daniels and Alex Kittler.
You're on.
Number 19. Alex, you get it on 7.
Hey, wait a minute. That's too much information now. You guys telling secrets again?
Which, by the way, I gotta tell you, I keep talking, this place up, but I mean, out of all the pool halls in the country, not only does this place up, but it's got the best restrooms. It just redid the restrooms. I mean,
Totally renovated them.
Totally renovated.
Marble.
Marble
Tiles.
Marble,
Yeah.
It's just
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Manny goes all out.
Yeah, no, I was just talking like this with Mike in the restroom, and he apparently overheard somebody made a comment about saying something about how he beat Earl. How does this guy beat Earl or something like that? And it's like, listen, Mike plays really strong straight pool. Like, no punches go on. Anybody can have kind of an off day playing 9-ball, but if you know, like, straight pool's a lot of dollars, and Mike's got a lot of dollars. He can run a lot of balls in a row, and that's what it's all about. That game.
That's not going to reach.
Oh, my goodness.
You need the extension to get that arm moving a little bit more. He was all the way at the end of his stick, just holding the butt of his stick.
So anyway, yeah, that's not us though. It's not us, and somebody standing on the rail. Yeah, right. I didn't say anything bad. I was like, I just said he got it kind of funny on the 7th.
Well, this is one of the reasons we have this set up. There you go. Try it now, Ross.
That was a lot. That was really. I'll pull myself away. There we go.
There we go.
Now I can hear it. All right. All right. So yeah, Mike's feeling pretty good though now. Like I said, I just had it with him for a second when he was taking his break, and he's saying he's playing kind of bad, but when you're at a level that he's at. Oh, speaking of not finding something perfect.
Overdrew it.
Yeah. Now, here, I like what he's looking at. He's looking to play safe, and that's the right way to go.
He's not looking to play safe. He's looking to bump that 6 ball and use the 6 ball as a stopper for the cue ball and cut the 4 into the side pocket.
Oh,
the problem here
that's
is
ambitious.
Well, the problem is if he gets on the opposite side of the 6, he could save himself. He's got to be real careful here.
And you got to hit it pretty hard. Yeah, that's the I see the angle that he's looking at, and that's the angle where it's going to go. I don't think you could slow roll this, to be honest with you.
Well, you can't use that much speed. He's going to wind up behind the 8, the 9. He's got to hit it just right.
Boy, did he just make a great shot there. I mean, wow. Just pocketing that ball wasn't easy, I'll tell you right now. I mean, these are definitely buckets, but I mean, come on. Can't hear Ross. Oh, okay, I'll put my mic a little closer. There we go. So now we just drift up directly up there. You just want to make sure that you don't get super straight on the 7 ball, because there's this angle where you can draw, and I've done this before, so that's why I say this, you can draw straight into the side pocket. If you don't get straight. Yeah, he'll just punch this down a little bit of top left-hand side, a little, maybe just center ball, just depends on how he feels about that
Looks
shot.
like he's just going to go right back to where the cue ball is now and play the 8.
That's what I'm looking at.
Right-hand
Yeah, see, he did lose a little bit of left. And you just punch this straight out, play the 9 in the same exact pocket. If you look at Mike's swing action, he's got very good fundamentals. And he's got quite the stroke, boy, I'll tell you what. I've seen him play some stroke shots that are incredible. I don't know if you've ever seen that video with Mika and Corey Dole. Oh my goodness, did that just happen? Did that just happen?
Well, it could have been 7-6. But
Listen, nothing's up for grabs right now. I mean, he left the guy safe.
I'm looking for Jack to bank this. I mean, he made one bank shot. He came close on the second one with the 8 ball.
I agree.
I think he's going to swing.
I'm swinging at this. Listen, the reason why I'm swinging at this is because I'm thinking, listen, I should have lost the game. The guy missed the ball, and now I'm going to punish him right now. I'm going to make him eat it.
A double whammy?
Double? Oh, but it would not count either way.
Right, you gotta
and it
call
looks
that.
like he sold the farm. But, the guy, Mike's on the rail, and he just missed the 9. So you've got a lot of adrenaline when you've just missed that 9. So you got to settle down and make sure that you pot this ball.
There you go. Now it's 7-6. Still in favor of Jack Cuomo. We're racing to 10. You are watching the George Ginky Sansucci Memorial.
Apparently I'm eating the mic. Thank you very much, Bobby.
Yeah, sometimes, well, we can crank that down.
It's hard to tell how.
Sometimes you get excited, folks, here in the booth as the game.
I'm always excited. I'm always excited
about
about pool, man. I was watching Shane last night practice on the table, and he was playing this shot, and I'm just like, every time he barely missed it or barely made it, he was just practicing one of those like 5 or 6 rail shots. Yeah. I'm like getting all stoked about it. I'm like, oh my god, that was such a good one, or slight miss, and I mean, I just love this game. I could eat it up. I watch pool for hours. I've watched probably every single video you have on Inside Pool Mag on your YouTube.
I'll tell you what.
By the way, people, go to YouTube, okay? Watch search for Inside Pool Mag, and make sure to share and like some of those videos, some of your favorites, because there are some incredible matches that Inside Pool has online. I mean, we're talking some of the best matches that you could possibly see for free. I mean, people are like, oh, I've got all these AccuStats videos and all this, that, and the other. Well, check it out. You can go online right now for free and watch Inside Pool Mag, and it's amazing. I mean, it's literally one of the best times to be into pool. I mean, really, because you can learn so much just by watching people, seeing what their patterns are, seeing when they play safe, seeing when they choose to take the shot on. There's a lot you can learn. A lot you can learn. So go to YouTube and make sure to share some of those favorite videos from Inside Pool Mag. I know I've shared a couple, definitely.
right, 7-6. He's got the one ball into the side pocket.
So now,
Touch a drawer, he's got the 2 into the corner.
yeah, I would
he's
play it
got
in
a
the opposite
stretch.
corner. Does he have to stretch? Is he that short?
Well, if he's going to play it down, that's a stretch. That's a stretch for a normal person. See, he's looking at it.
I mean, my mic is about 7 inches from my.
Well, look, he played a great shot. Played it into another corner.
Yeah, I thought that was the way that it looked like
Good shot.
that angle was there. I mean, that was beautifully played. Okay, let's see here. I moved my mic away from my face a lot, so that should probably help. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, thanks. He dogged it. That's classic dogging. I mean, there's no way to miss that shot.
Let's go a little bit easier. We're talking about a C player. The reason he's a C player is because he's just starting out.
You're right. Of course.
When did you start out?
I'm playing for about 4.5 years.
Okay. About 4. All right. You know, some people don't pick up the game as quick as others, you know.
Whoa. So he tried to cut that ball in, but he hit it so thin that you get one of those effects where you hit 90 degrees and
He's
then
dogging
you hit He's dogging. Where you hit, there's the classic dogging.
Whoa, that's the same guy that just missed that shot prior to this one.
I was just about to
That's
say
what I'm
that.
saying. Some people are good at some people are good at other shots.
See, listen, if he is 3 inches from the ball, he's gonna miss it every time. But if he is all the way across the table, it's going right in. All right.
Right out to the center of the table. Save that angle. We get back to the 5. 5 is sitting close enough. He doesn't have to get all the way back there where he's pointing for that 5 ball. He can just play the middle of the table and spin this 5 in.
100%.
You know, he doesn't have to get that close to the 5 and play pinpoint position.
No. I just take a long shot on the 5.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Drink. No, just barely. I don't know. I don't know if I would have played at that speed. That's a little risky.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. On the 2 sides of the entrance, on the left-hand side of the entrance.
Gonna play safe?
It looks like it's playing safe.
And great clothing.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, you know, he could have power drew it back, but what does that get you? This at least gets you, you know, a chance to get back to the table, you know, and possibly get a better shot where you can play position on the 5.
Yeah. Let's see. Now,
what's the rank of these two? Well, the gentleman at the table is a C player. You're looking at right now. His name is Jack Palo. And the gentleman with the purple shirt on is Michael Jynick. He is an A+. When this match started, Michael Jynick had to give Jack 5 games on the wire, going to 10. And Jack is leading 7-6. As you can see by the score in the left-hand corner of your monitor.
So if Mike wins this game, then he will effectively beat the handicap. Yeah, I was going to say, I would have banked at that ball if the 6 ball wasn't there, but that 6 ball was just too huge for that. Now, what do you think here? Do you think you take the cut and risk where the cue ball's going to go, or you just play safe?
Play safe. Duck them.
I'm going to probably duck here, too. Especially considering, you know, the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that a C player, they're not going to probably kick that well. So if you freeze them on a ball and they have to kick 2-3 rails, they're probably not going to hit it. Little soft. You let him see the whole ball. So here I just like thinning the right side as he's looking at it, putting the cue, the 4 ball behind these balls and just sending the cue ball down to the other end of the table.
Right, or you can do it vice versa.
Or the vice versa, yeah.
But the vice versa, I've seen players make this 5 ball. You know.
I like the vice versa, and he hit it.
Okay, it'll work.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Mike can clip it. Listen, if Mike can clip that ball, he can make it. But it's hard to tell from where we're at. Based on the way he's reacting at the table.
Watch the 8 ball here. I don't know if he called the 8 ball. I don't know if you can see enough of this 4.
I think that he's cut at this ball. Straight in the hole. What did I say?
How did he hit it?
How did he hit it, and how is he rolling? He's rolling good, ladies and gentlemen. He is rolling good. Listen, when you make a good shot like that, you deserve to get a shot. I'm sorry. You know, you don't have to, you don't have to get snookered. That ball was right by the pole. Wow, what a shot. Goodness gracious, what another good shot that was. Just to come just below that 7. Wow. Yeah, that cut was, wow. What just happened? What just happened?
Well, another tough lead for Jack Cuomo as Mike Jynick misses that 6-ball into the side pocket. He hits the points.
I was about to not even say anything else. I just thought the guy was out.
You know, Jack's sitting in a pretty good position here. He bumped the 8. First, he's got to hit it with the 4-rail kick shot here. Watch this. He kicks it. Oh, he just missed it.
Goodness gracious. If he would have hit that ball off that 4th rail and gotten safe, Mike would have been stick.
We could be looking at a tie match. Michael Jynick.
Yeah, the videos on YouTube from Inside Pool are very high quality. They're better than the streaming quality that you're seeing here today. They have HD, and it's wonderful to watch. And the commentary too, obviously, Upstate Alvin from Inside Pool. Alvin's just a great commentator, one of the best out there right now. I think that pretty much everybody can agree on that. He's sitting there. He's like, thanks, buddy. Speaking of which, he's gonna get a little.
Thanks a lot, Russ. You're awesome, dude. So is Upstate Al. Appreciate it. Yes, we are going live.
There we go. That's the trademark. That's the trademark. Just Russ, yeah. All right, so Mike's got a good shot at the 8 here. Just pounded off the rail. And there we go. Excellent. I would say he's out for sure from here, but stranger things. Did you see how hard he hit that ball? He didn't even hit the ball that hard. Did you see that? Dude, the 9-ball.
He doesn't have to.
That 9-ball almost popped out of the pocket.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it can. Yeah, there's no need to hit that. No need to jam that ball in that pocket.
No.
77. We got a race to 3. You're watching Jack Cuomo and Mike Jynick. You can see it on the bottom of your monitor. We're racing to 10, folks. We're almost there.
We're a barn burner here, you know. We're tied up 7-7. And, you know, Mike did give 5 games on 10 to Jack. So from here, I'd have to think the favorite is the person that has actually scored 7 games versus the person that scored 2
Now
games.
you can bet with my money.
Yeah, now
Absolutely.
that we
Absolutely.
Upstate Al might be betting on Jynick here. No, we don't. We never would bet on the players, and these tournaments are very good. There's no betting on the tournament at all. No whatever Calcutta or anything. Predator Tour is very strict about that sort of thing, and you'll never find a much better tournament for amateurs in all of America than the Predator Tour over here in New York.
So if you want to get in touch with Tony Robles or the Predator Tour that Tony's running, you can always go to the Predator Pro-Am Tour. I believe it's .com, isn't it?
I just kind of Google Predator Tour. It's lazy.
Predator Tour Pro-Am. Yeah, Google that. That'll.
If you just
pull
Google
the website
if you just Google the Predator Tour, it'll come right up first result.
And if
So here's Mike.
If you want to play on the tour,
He's off to the races here.
You can get in touch with Tony Robles or Gail or William Finnegan, and you can get on the tour also. A lot of information on there.
Yeah, anybody can play. Anybody can play.
Try to cut that right down the rail, and he never hit the ball. It's ball in hand for Jack.
You know, Mike is feeling he's not playing that great, but he's still feeling pretty comfortable at the table.
Yes, 7-7, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too, yes, obviously.
Yep.
He's already beaten the handicap, so he's gotten past the handicap. That's the most important thing you can do in a race where you're giving up a lot of games. And he's going to start taking a little bit more risks here, I feel like, especially if he gets another game on the wire. If he wins this game, Mike is going to be taking those risky shots, and that's kind of what you might do. I mean, you don't have to hit that 2-ball. I mean, I know he missed it completely, but I still kind of felt like I would have probably taken that shot on as well. Definitely.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jack knows he's feeling the heat.
He really is, and I'm not sure. Does the 6-ball go by that? It's hard to see. He tried to jam into them.
Don't go in the drink. We don't deserve that.
Don't do it, baby. Okay. All right. So now here, I'm just going to thin that ball real light. Oh, actually, you know what you can do? This is. I'm sure he's probably not going to see this, but if you hit the 6-ball half ball, it's going to hit the 9-ball half ball, and you're going to be behind the 9. But he had to hit the 9. But either way, he's still relatively safe here. I mean, what do you think? You take on the bank here, the 2-way bank?
No, you just stick the cue ball right there and send the 6 up table and leave him behind the 9.
But the
bank that's a 2-way shot.
Yeah, the 2-way shot. I like the 2-way bank here with low left-hand English.
Looks like he might even be cutting it right in.
Oh, I don't know if I do that.
Leave
There's that 2-way bank. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I like that shot because you're leaving the cue ball down towards the
We
rail.
forgot to mention, and I have to mention it, Kamui Tips, KamuiTips.com. Bank shot calculator. This I'm playing safe all the way. I'm going to bank the 6. Oh, he just went for the pocket. Is he going to get a roll? No. So Mike is definitely the favorite to get out here, but based on what's happened previous in this match, I'm not going to bet on anything really. He got perfect on that 8-ball though. Boy, just drift over and probably hit the rail, bounce off slightly. 77. Michael Jynick.
Yeah.
About to go up 1 game in this match. He's got to pocket this 9-ball.
If you're Mike at this point, you got to be feeling good because you've beaten the handicap, and
there you have it.
And yeah.
Now 8-7. We'd like to give a big shout out to Davey Gravy, my man Gravy. I don't know whether you're down south or up north, but we want to shout out.
Score. 5-7.
Table number 15, Thomas Rice, Trevor Heel. Thomas, you get 3 on 8 on 15.
Mike's been having pretty good success with just slamming into the pack and hitting the 1-ball, but it looks like he's electing to go back to this cut break.
Table 27, Kim Meyer-Gavia, Shem Shukai.
Wow, Jupiter just bounced around like it was Easter and went right into the drink.
Yikes. All right. He's off to the races here. I mean, I see him making the 2, 3, 4 in 6, but 6 to 7. That's what I'm looking at here. Yikes. Missed the ball straight in the hole. Okay. Well, Mike now has an opportunity to get on the hill, and I really think that he's going to take advantage of it because Mike is a strong player, and he's feeling a lot more comfortable now than he was at the beginning of the match. It's been a little bit of a rocky match for him. But you see, at the A level, at the A+ level, like, you have a lot of pressure on yourself to play perfect. You basically, like, if you miss a, oh my goodness, speaking of which, speaking of playing perfect.
This is like the third or fourth time I've seen Mike Jynick do that. With the 9 ball, he got the 5 ball into the side pocket, maybe taking advantage of it, taking his eye off it. I have no clue.
We don't know who's on the live stream next, but we are.
I'll tell you one thing.
Soon.
I'll tell you one thing. As soon as this match is over, there's going to be a match coming right up.
Yeah.
There's 128 players in here just waiting to get out. We're using, I think, 20 tables.
Yeah, we're going to have action. Don't worry.
The room is packed with people.
There's not a table.
If you're in the area, come on by.
Table empty. And Mr. Zion's V just stopped by the booth. Shout out to him.
Everybody's working. And I think we're going to see another press release coming out soon enough where another one of your pro players is going to work.
Now, what do you do here? Swing it? I'm swinging it with low right. You got to hit that third rail. Yeah, I'm playing in this tournament. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. I mean, seriously, though, this guy has a stroke. I mean, really good stroke. Do you see how he bent that cue ball beautifully? Just beautiful.
It's just his comfort zone now. If he wants to play the 8 in the same hole as the 7, or play it in the opposite corner, it's just the way you feel.
He's going to roll up. He plays really good patterns because he's just like we were mentioning earlier. He's a very good straight pull player. So when the balls are kind of close into the rack area, he's getting out because he's just comfortable moving around in the rack area like that, just like straight.
Mike Jynick gets to the hill.
We have a hill.
It's race to 10.
We have a hill. So, what do you think? Do you think he's going to go back to that cut break, or do you think he's going to use that hard break that he used and he was more successful with?
Whatever he's been doing has been successful. He's on the hill first.
Well, yeah.
You know,
but he hasn't. I don't think he's broken around a single rack yet.
That's a good question.
Last time I played Mike, he broke and ran a 3-pack on me from the gate. And I'm like, okay, so we're giving me a handicap, but I didn't shoot yet, so I still got to the hill with the bet. They got strong. What just happened there?
Cue ball disappeared.
Right.
Hold on, guys. Hold on that 14 minutes.
Cue ball, yeah, this is
Hey, Davey Gregg, it would be a pleasure to see you tomorrow, buddy.
This is not golf, people. We do not want the balls to leave the ground very much for a very long time. And I'll tell you right now, though, when you do fly the ball off the table, if you see that beautiful carpet that we have here at Stanley Billiards, it's actually kind of hard to find the cue ball because it blends in with the balls on the floor.
Really nice room.
Really beautiful carpet here. Brand new. I mean, it's what, 4 months old? Something? I mean, they're just redoing this place. Manny, and everyone at Steinway, they're doing everything they can to make this the #1 pool hall in America. Look at that shot! Wow, beautiful. But he got a little awkward here.
See, he jumped right down on the shot instead of taking his time like you did.
Fired it in, baby. What do we say? If he's right next to the ball, he's gonna miss it. But if he's got like a long, tough shot, he's gonna make it right in.
Some people, that's their zone. It's just
I think he's got an angle to get to the 5 here too, and I'm not sure if it goes though. No, 5 does not go. No, he bobbled it. Now, these are bucket tables, true 5-inch pockets. What that means is that you could fit 2 balls right next to each other, plus about a finger width. But I'll tell you what, down the rails, they can play tight if you hit it at speed. That's how he missed that ball. He hit it at speed. If he would have hit it softer, he probably would have made it. But he couldn't, obviously. He had to move the white ball down and basically bend it around. There's no. I'm not going for this ball because there's no reward in it. You're drifting away from the 5. You're not going to even be able to see the 5 if you make it. Yeah, I like what he did there. He thought about it, and then he got back up, and that's the right shot to play. I think that you should probably just try to bank this down to the bottom rail, send the cue ball up by the 7. I mean, right where it is right now, if you can.
He can play the 3 long rails, play the ball, play it off the left side of that 4 ball, play the cue ball long.
Exactly. That's exactly the shot I'm talking about right there.
It's tough, but he can do it. He went right into the hole.
Or just fire at it.
Well, he's going to be looking to be on 2.
I think we're seeing a common theme here where Jack just fires at everything, which, you know what? It's 9 ball, and I like that. I like it.
Mike can play safe, get him on 2, and then try to get him on 3 for the match. But Mike's in a good position right here to pocket the 4 ball and break the 5 out.
I like that as well. What I also like is running into the 5 and just separating it, and at the same time playing safe on the 4.
Yeah, but you leave the 4 next to that bottom pocket, and it gives Jack a chance to kick at the 4. Well, he didn't leave it next.
Yeah, just what he did. That's what I was thinking about doing there, and that just tells you that Mike's thinking smart here. I mean,
now he's got a fairly easy 1 rail kick. Now, if he hits if he hits the top side of this 4 ball,
Mike could be in jail.
Yeah, Mike could be, back on the defensive end now.
17. Even raised to 7.
Yeah, I won my first match today, and I'll probably be sitting for another hour or 2 at least. Yeah, there's a 128-player field here over at Steinway. If you're just joining us, my name is Ross Lacey, and I'm.
That's exactly what he'd do. Well, it's exactly what he'd do.
Listen,
that's exactly what he did.
You need to be a fortune teller, my friend. I mean, really.
Well, the shot was there, and you've seen it happen many a times. Now look where Mike is.
Yes.
When he could have elected to make that 4 ball, nudge the 5 out, and go for the run out.
I agree. Yeah, I mean,
or lock them up.
It was a pretty
better.
Better lockup.
Better
lockup. I felt like he played the right shot for the time that he shot it, but at the same time, based on the result that we're faced with, Oh, he's going to the air. Are we not live?
We are recording.
We're recording. All right, so the stream just went down, but we are still recording, so we'll continue. So Mike made a great hit there, and looks like he's going to luck in a ball and be 100% hooked by that gigantic 6 ball there. Now I kind of like going to the bottom rail and kicking at this with a little bit of left, so you kind of so that you sort of bend the ball into the other ball. But he's looking to kick at the long rail. I kind of like kicking at the short rail because you have a really good chance to kick the 4 ball up table, and there's a lot of traffic up table. That's why I kind of like doing that.
Well, if he kicks it the way he's looked like, he might have a piece of it.
He can hit it. Oh, I didn't know he could hit it. Oh.
I'm just going to lay it on the short rail. Oh, he hit it.
Holy goodness gracious! He hit that.
Well, you got to roll.
Hit that about as good as you could hit it.
You got a roll, but it wasn't that good of a roll because Jack is left with a straight-in 4 ball, and all he has to do is follow up just a little bit. Wow.
Holy goodness, what a shot that was. Oh, my goodness.
We could be going into the thriller on the Hilla.
That
see if Jack can get out. I mean, it's not that hard of an out.
No, from here, no. I mean, from here, get out, baby, come on. Oh, he missed it.
Might be in.
Still in, but I was going to say, if that went 4 rails and went in, Mike might
this all goes back to the 4 ball,
Agreed. Yes.
And we still have the 6, 7, 8, 9 on the table.
And Mike has a tough shot here. I mean, I don't know. I might even be thinking about playing safe here in some ways. I don't know. He's going to jack up and try to fire it in. And I don't mind going for that sort of thing.
Well, it's okay if he jacks up and tries to fire it in.
Yeah,
As long as he doesn't leave Jack a shot. Nice shot.
Wow. He spiked it right in, and he is really good on the 7 ball. It looks like, looking at the combination possibility, he's looking at going around either for the combination, or he could probably play the 8 in the same pocket with a lot of spin. Just spin it out 2 rails. See what he chooses to do. He's playing for the combo, looks like.
Yeah, the combo's probably barred.
Yeah, and this is for the match.
For the match.
Boom.
There you go, folks. Michael Jynick sending Jack Palo over to the B side. We'll be right back at you.